48%. There are no more red and blue states anymore, guys. We're the United States of America. Hey, LeBron James has help with Mo Williams, but Mo's a little slow, guys. Why do you think?
Well, again, Stuart, when he played with Milwaukee, he can start off 2 for 10 from the field, and he'll get 10 more shots. Not with Cleveland. He has to be more efficient.
Now he's playing on a team that's expected to win the Eastern Conference crown. A little bit more pressure. I look for Mo to get his game together, shoot a better percentage, and be very effective this game.
LeBron averaging 22 points per game. If you're Mo Williams, are you trying to get LeBron more shots?
Absolutely. The more shots for LeBron, the more open shots for me.
And, of course, the more LeBron smiles.
Absolutely. Got to keep the big dog happy.
The top rookie scorer so far, is this guy destined to be one of the greats, Avery?
I think he is. He has all of the qualities. He's fast, he's quick, he's strong, and he's a student of the game.
And he's a Rose.
That's right. That's your long-lost cousin, right?
Absolutely. Now it is. Averaging 17 points and 3.5 assists. We're related now.
And he has to work on that assist-to-turnover ratio.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're out of time on Kia NBA Shoot-Around, but we'll be here all night during our doubleheader. Right now, the King is on the court against the rival Bulls. Enjoy the first half. We'll see you at halftime.
ESPN's presentation of NBA Wednesday, brought to you by Lincoln. Introducing the all-new 2008 Lincoln MKS. Lincoln, reach higher. And Resistance 2, Rise, Stand, Resist. Only on PlayStation. Pacific Rift, rated T for teen.
You know, I'm not trying to micromanage your finances, but I will tell you that my E-Trade savings account earns 8 times the national average. So, you know, it's funny. You know, I mean, the boys are talking about what to do with all this extra coin. I was like, I'm renting a clown. And I did, at Bobo here. And I really underestimated the creepiness.
Earn 8 times the national average. With max rate savings, there are 1,000 new accounts a day at E-Trade.
Plenty of people would say P stands for Phoenix, but not Jimmy Johnson. With just 2 races left in his pursuit of racing's ultimate prize, he knows there's another P that is even more profound. For Jimmy, pure and simple, P stands for pressure. Now, with Carl Edwards pushing his way into the picture, Jimmy will need more than patience to prevail and earn his place in history. The chase continues at Phoenix, Sunday at 3 Eastern on ABC. Welcome to NBA Tip-Off, presented by Kia Motors.
On a day which felt more like the middle of summer than early November, we welcome you to the shores of Lake Erie here inside Quicken Loans Arena. The Chicago Bulls providing the opposition tonight, hosted by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Rookie of the Year candidate D.Rose, the #1 overall pick out of the University of Memphis, already the leading scorer at better than 17 points per game for the Bulls, taking on LeBron James and the Cavs. LeBron demolished, as you can see, the Bulls last year, although Chicago managed to win 3 of the 4 games between these two teams a year ago. Both of these teams are 2-2 heading into this game tonight. Rose is joined in the backcourt by Thabo Sefolosha, Tyrus Thomas, L.Deng, and former Cavalier Drew Gooden up front for the Bulls. For Cleveland, newcomer Mo Williams at the point alongside Delonte West, Big Ben Wallace, LeBron James, and Zydrunas Ilgauskas in the middle as always for the Cavaliers. Dan Schulman, John Barry, and let's welcome in the third member of our team tonight, Rick Bucher. Rick?
Thanks, Dan. You mentioned that he's a Rookie of the Year candidate. Well, in a preseason poll, not one GM predicted that he would be Rookie of the Year, and yet he has thrust himself into that conversation, not only with that 17.3 points, but with an aggressiveness that some have already compared to Utah's Darren Williams. Now, the Bulls coaching staff simply wants to see him claim this team as his own, which means that when the offense sputters or the game is on the line, that he demands the ball. Not coincidentally, Vinny Del Negro says that he's seen that in their 2 wins. The next step is for him to do it every night. Dan?
Heinrich, thank you. Well, 4 games, JB, is not a season to make, but certainly you can see why the Bulls chose Derrick Rose with the first overall pick.
Well, he's not timid. He's taking the most shots on the team. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Vinny Del Negro says he learns every night. He's a great kid who wants to get better, and you know he's going to.
The Bulls still finding their way offensively. Rose knocks down the jumper. It's a jump shot that Vinny Del Negro told you today. It's better than people give him credit for.
It is. He says he gets it in his palm a little bit at times and has a tendency to lean back. That one looked pretty good. It looks a lot better than I thought just watching him while he was at Memphis.
For both teams with new point guards, Rose, the rookie for Chicago, Mo Williams, acquired from Milwaukee for the Cavaliers. A steal by Ben Wallace. As we mentioned, their 2 losses at Boston and at New Orleans. Nothing to be ashamed of. They have won both of their games here in Cleveland. Both of these teams are 2-2. Here's Mo Williams. The dish off to Wallace. Fumbles it away. 2-on-1 Chicago. And Derrick Rose all the way for the jam.
I don't know what LeBron James was waiting for. But he kind of just glided right next to him and let him go up uncontested. I thought he might try to throw that one into the 3rd row.
And when in doubt, Derrick Rose is a guy who's going to try to get to the rim, and he's going to do that as well as just about any guard in the league.
You know, he really does have that Darren Williams type build. I don't know that he's that strong, but he certainly is explosive.
Big Z inside with a little jump hook, a guy you think the Cavs need to go to more, right?
I know you always tell me to shut up. John, it's enough. Get Ilgauskas in the post.
Yeah.
I want to see him down there. He's 7'3", great touch. Get him the ball.
Cephalosha, the miss.
Look out.
LeBron. And Cephalosha will wrap him up, and if nothing else, that'll keep the fans on their seats here with the cue. Well, here's the steal, and this is Rose going end-to-end.
Well, you see LeBron James is on the other side, not running at him. So Derrick says, thank you very much. I'll take the chippy.
Rose with both buckets early for the Bulls. Here's LeBron at the line, and we all know that at times it has been a struggle for him, but he got there a lot and did extremely well in their win Monday at Dallas. And I know you watched him shooting free throws before the game.
Well, you know, last year I thought he didn't keep his eye on the target enough. Keep his eye on the rim. You're at the free throw line. Why not look at your target as long as you possibly can? You see, he's looking down. He comes up and goes right into the shot. And he missed, see? You see? No, but if you can look at your target, you might as well look at it as long as you possibly can. You have 10 seconds to shoot. It's like a golfer. I'm always going to get a golf analysis in all my broadcasts.
Of course.
You're going to look where you want to hit the golf ball. You can't just look down and go up and swing. Look at your rim.
Drew good in the miss, and back come the Cavs. Backcourt now, Mo Williams and Delonte West. Daniel Gibson will come off the bench. So a nice 3-guard rotation. And coming over with some help and some hops is Tyrus Thomas. Wow.
Well, again, going into Z, he was successful on the first attempt. Makes a nice move here, but that's just tremendous weak side help from Tyrus Thomas. Big-time athlete.
A guy who's struggling offensively. A number of the Bulls are. L.Deng is as well. Ilgauskas misses the jumper. And the rebound to Cephalosha. The second unit for the Bulls is actually a much better offensive group than the starters are. We've got guys like Ben Gordon, Andres Nocioni, Kirk Heinrich coming off the bench right now for Chicago. Rose the jumper. Knocks it down.
Wow. A very nice start. 3 for 3. Derrick Rose. And you talked about this Bulls lineup. They have a lot of options to go big, go small. They've got great athleticism. I think they just have a little too much in the backcourt. Very crowded backcourt. We'll get into that later.
Not enough minutes for everybody, and that's even with Larry Hughes out. LeBron James all the way to the rim.
Well, we talked about in the open. Put the pressure on the defense. Get the ball in the paint as much as possible. Great drive there by LeBron.
Gooden is wide open in the corner, but the Bulls are shooting well early. They come into this game shooting just 40% as a team in the first 4 games of the season. That is 3rd from the bottom of the NBA, but they're 4 for 6 so far tonight.
Well, like you said, Dan, their better shooters are on the bench right now. They come off with Heinrich. Ben Gordon, obviously a big-time scorer shooter. Nocioni can shoot the ball.
Delonte West, nice speed in the corner. Open Mo Williams. And both teams pretty sharp in the early going offensively.
Well, I think that's the beauty of this lineup. You have a Delonte West who ran the point for this team last year. Now he's off the ball, but he's still very capable of making plays. And that time he sets up Mo Williams for an easy one.
Good and short this time. Mo Williams talking about how every team you're ever on, the players always say it's like a family. Everybody loves each other. He said, but this time I really mean it. And he reiterated what Coach Mike Brown told us, as Ilgauskas has it projected, that it's 9, 10, 12 guys going out together on the road. And there's D.Rose doing what just about nobody else in the league can do that well. We know he's only been in 5 games, but if he wants to get to the glass, he's getting to the glass.
That was explosive. He kind of hesitated out on the wing and put on a sudden burst and gets to the basket uncontested.
8 of the 10 points early for the Bulls belong to D.Rose. Big height advantage here for Ilgauskas. Fadeaway J is short.
I don't mind it. That's 5 shots for Ilgauskas early. Feed him the ball. He is going to score if he gets it in there numerous times.
Tyrus Thomas from the elbow.
That's a shot I don't like.
And that's one Thomas takes a lot of. L.Deng has not attempted a shot so far here tonight. Williams is fouled.
You know, Tyrus Thomas shoots 26%. I don't know that there's a better athlete on the floor other than LeBron James than him. Get the ball to the hoop.
First-year head coach Vinny Del Negro. First time as a head coach at any level. So front office executive and a broadcaster in Phoenix. 12 years in the NBA. I'm sure you went nose-to-nose, toe-to-toe with him.
Oh, nose-to-nose. Thanks. Thanks. You're always, you know, I know I have a big nose, Dan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Toe-to-toe.
Well, you know, in a surprise choice, Vinny Del Negro really came out of nowhere as we see Mike Brown, who's done a terrific job here in Cleveland. Really a phenomenal defensive coach. That's why this team wins. That's why they were in the finals 2 years ago. And talking to him earlier, he says this team, no question, will be better than their finals team from 2 years ago.
Timeout taken by Drew Gooden. Couldn't get the ball in. So the Bulls and Cavs here with the cue. We are tied at 10 in the early going here in Cleveland. D.Rose putting on a show.
Ground control to Major Tom. Commencing countdown, engines on. Check ignition and may God's love be with you. This is ground control to Major Tom. You really made the grade.
Popeye's new Big Easy Chicken Bowl, only $3.49. Red beans and rice, slow marinated chicken, and melted cheese. It's a full Louisiana meal in a bowl. Popeye's new Big Easy Chicken Bowl, only $3.49.
Louisiana! Monday, harbinger of the Monday morning meeting. This is a meeting about meetings. It summarizes last week's meetings and discusses the meetings on the radar for the upcoming week. It's when the boss tells his duck joke.
It's a duck.
So you go, because you need the brownie points too. But with Monday comes Monday Night Football on ESPN, where Singletary's 49ers take on Warner and the Cardinals. So just remember, they're not the boss of you, at least not on Monday nights.
From the U.
Cat footwear, fast cars, tough boots.
Buying a car is a big decision. You need some advice.
That is why VHIX.com is so great. Check out the Power Circle ratings for any kind of vehicle.
JDPower.com, Power Circle ratings.
Anything that you want to know about a vehicle.
Mechanical quality, the performance.
Design quality, powertrain quality.
You're going to get the right car.
All this great information right on VHIX.com.
Use JDPower.com Power Circle ratings to rank vehicles you're interested in at VHIX.com, your online resource to find your ride. Watch our buying guides and test drives powered by Wheels TV on Comcast On Demand.
And the Cavs are tied at 10 early. A terrific start tonight for rookie D.Rose. Vinny Del Negro, his head coach, talking about Rose's future.
Point guard position is the hardest. The NBA is hard enough, but coming in as the #1 pick, as a rookie, and putting that responsibility on you to run the team is difficult. and he's handled it well so far. But, you know, there's no question he has a lot of growth and a lot of maturing to do, but I don't see any reason why he's not going to continue to improve in a drastic way. He has things you can't teach, you know, the speed, the athleticism, the strength, and he has the confidence that he knows he can improve and will get better.
Well, this is exactly what Vinny Del Negro is talking about: speed, athleticism, and strength. Great time to attack the defense. They're not ready in transition. He puts his head down. He's in control. Goes up and scores easily. I love what I see out of this kid just in the first 5 minutes.
4 for 4, 8 points already. Ilgauskas called for the block, and he's pleading his case that Tyrus Thomas just bowled right into him.
I agree.
The Cavaliers, number 11, Ilgauskas. His first.
I like the aggressiveness, though, of Thomas. We talked about him struggling, shooting 26%. He's not a jump shooter. Take the ball to the basket. But I thought Z was in pretty good position there.
Well, last week the Bulls were in Boston, and Tyrus Thomas went 2 for 17 from the floor, and he's taken a lot of jump shots instead of really utilizing that athleticism. And we talked a little bit about L.Deng. I mean, Deng's got to be a star for them, and he looks lost in the offense right now. He's been a non-factor through the first 5 minutes of this game.
And he's been a non-factor throughout the season. He's shooting just 32%. And this is a guy that I really felt was going to have an opportunity to get on the All-Star team this year. I thought he was that good, particularly 2 years ago. Last year was a tough year, but this is a guy that's got star potential.
Count it. The offensive foul on LeBron.
Well, I like him trying to take the ball to the basket. That's just good defense by Gooden. And they're not going to count it. That was a good call.
They're going to wave it off. So LeBron called for the offensive foul, but you still like the aggressive.
Absolutely. Get in the paint. We're going to track that tonight, how many times he gets in the paint. When he does, he's absolutely unstoppable.
Thomas got to make a decision with 5 on the shot clock. Finds the wide open Cephalosha. Deng with the offensive rebound, and right back up and in.
Well, that's one way to get involved. If you're not getting the ball in any offensive sets, go down, get yourself a nice offensive rebound, put back. And I don't think that this guy is going to be shooting 32% for much longer. He's just too good a player. And when this Bull team figures it out offensively, L.Deng will be a big part of it.
Ilgauskas gets Gooden in the air, strong to the rim, followed by Ben Wallace, and he's fouled.
I think they called it
on Ben. Boy, another offensive foul.
They called it on Z. Z going to the basket with the clear out. I thought that was a good call. Again, Tyrus Thomas coming over with great weak side help defense. He's there to try to block this shot as you see him go up. And clearly, Z with the left arm and elbow out. Good call by the official.
So Ilgauskas will sit down, and Anderson Varejao checks into the game for Cleveland, a guy who held out at the beginning of last year, then got hurt. Another reason why Mike Brown thinks the Cavs have a chance to be special this year. They've got all their people. They had them all in training camp. They're all signed. They're all happy. They're all healthy. Deng over Varejao. Tough shot. Rebound LeBron just soaring above the crowd.
What did he say, Mike Brown? 3 players were in training camp last year?
Only 3 players on this team right now were with him in training camp last year. LeBron James, Arjunas Ilgauskas, and Daniel Gibson. Everybody else was either holding out, hurt, or on another team. And that leads us into our Kia Motors keys to the season for both of these teams. And that bottom one, I know that's a big one for you, for the Cavaliers. No more excuses. You think it's time for them to take the next step?
Well, it's always been about surround LeBron with enough guys. I think they have done that. And as for the Bulls, we talked about the guard overload. You've got Gordon, you've got Heinrich, Rose, Cephalosha, and Larry Hughes, who hasn't been activated this season. When he comes back, now you're talking about 5 guards for 2 positions, too many.
Wally Zerbiak into the game and out for the Cavs. Varejao active as always, and count the bucket, a goaltend on Deng.
That's a goaltend basket for Varejao.
A nice take here by Anderson Varejao. Clearly a goaltend. L.Deng going up too late. But if Anderson Varejao can develop some sort of offensive game with his energy and enthusiasm, his ability to defend, he'll be a big piece of this Cleveland puzzle.
Deng wide left on the long jumper. Varejao keeps it alive. Varejao can play the 4 or the 5 for the Cavs. West using the screen from Verjao, just using the body of Verjao, knocks it down from outside.
The presence of Mo Williams has freed up Delonte West. He no longer has to be the primary ball handler. And I really love Delonte West. I think he's terrific at almost every area of the game. He's not great at one particular thing, but he's very good in all aspects of the game.
Good in driving on Verjao, doesn't get the roll. Here comes LeBron. Nice look ahead to Zerbiak, and a foul. Tyrus Thomas.
Full foul on number 24, Tyrus Thomas.
Let's take a look now at the NBA calendar. TNT on Thursday has Philadelphia at Orlando, and then Houston, a team looking awfully impressive, although a loss to Boston last night, taking on the Portland Trailblazers here on ESPN Friday. Miami at San Antonio, and then Dallas taking on Denver. Chauncey Billups should be in the lineup for that game. NBA TV Saturday has Miami at New Orleans with coverage beginning at 7:30. We're going to get to talk a little bit later on the big trade that really shook up the entire league, shocked a lot of people. That big of a trade happening that early in the season.
It was a shock. Hadn't really heard any rumblings about that. Usually Rick Beeker's got it all ready to go.
But Heinrich into the game, and now for the Bulls. He has taken over for Cephalosha. So Heinrich has always been used to being a starter and has always been the primary point guard for the most part for the Bulls, but playing off the ball more, coming off the bench more. But Vinny Del Negro says he's been outstanding. His work ethic, he's done a great job. The attitude's been great.
And a lot of guys wouldn't accept that role. You started for years. Now you're coming off the bench, but he's making the most of it.
Drew Gooden, nice rebound, misses the follow. LeBron leading the Cavs, who are on a 7-0 run. Over the head of Verjao, turnover.
Turnovers have been a problem for Cleveland. Mike Brown, in their losses to Boston and New Orleans, said the turnovers kill them. Giving up 20 points off of turnovers in those games. You just can't afford to do that when you're playing good ball clubs.
Daniel Gibson into the backcourt. Mo Williams has gone to the bench for the Cavs. Nice screen and roll. Heinrich and Gooden over to Rose. Shot clock at 5. The switch. Rose over Zerbiak. Not this time. And another rebound for LeBron, who's been active on the glass. Already 5 boards for LeBron James. Wally Zerbiak wide open. And off the fingertips of Verjao. Out of bounds. The Bulls retain possession.
A good find there by LeBron. A cross-court pass running a wide-open Wally Zerbiak. And normally a shot he knocks down. You talk about LeBron and his rebounding. He's averaging 8 rebounds a game along with 8 assists. I know he's down to 22 points, but the things that he does for this ball club.
Yep. Letting the game come to him tonight. Just 1 field goal attempt in the early going for LeBron James. And really a different role for him off the ball a little bit more. With Mo Williams coming in, the ball is in Williams' hands a little bit more. LeBron is playing off the ball.
Well, and I think that's going to pay dividends down the end of the year. And he's not going to wear himself out, be so tired to have to make every single play every time down the floor. You know, he's probably going to have to learn how to play without the basketball. He's so used to having the ball in his hands. Now you can run him off double screens, maybe get him down the post. But Mo Williams, he is a playmaking for himself primarily, but this is a guy that can run a club. I'm not saying that he takes bad shots. He's a selfish guy. He's just a scoring point, but that's going to lessen the load for LeBron James throughout this season.
West handling now with Williams on the bench, defended by Rose. Deng trying to stay with LeBron. Gibson, and a block by Heinrich. And it's another valuable thing he brings to the team, even though he struggled most of last season with his shot. A terrific defender in the backcourt. Rose into traffic. A bad decision there. Back come the Cavs. West all the way. Up and under and in.
As you said, bad decision on one end. Then he doesn't hustle back and get to Delonte West. In transition, West draws the contact and the foul with Drew Gooden. And the Cavs out to an early 4-point lead.
I'll go medium, please.
Medium rare.
Medium well.
Oh, I'm going triple.
Taco Bell's new triple steak burrito. Steak, and more grilled marinated steak. There's steak night, then there's triple steak night.
The boardroom table and the poker table. The only difference between them is a layer of felt. At these tables, we go all in. We're fully leveraged. Reading risk and reward here isn't much different than reading it on a spreadsheet. We play because poker's like business, without the conference calls. The office may close at 6, but there's a game that's always open. We play at FullTiltPoker.net.
If you think all batteries are the same, consider this. It was a beautiful day in the park
Kevin, can you hand me
that turned to panic in an instant. And everything depended on a brick house child locator.
Kevin!
And packed inside every locator is the only battery brick house trusts, Duracell. So even if you hope you'll never have to use it, it still has to work. Duracell, trusted everywhere.
2 losers.
You have to log 150 hours of community service.
2 loners.
Good to meet you.
I don't want to take my pants off.
What?
And 150 hours to figure it out.
Damn it, Ronnie.
I'm black. You think I did it?
No, because you did it is why I think you did it.
Role model. Rated R.
What do NBA players do in the offseason? They give back to the community. Chris Duhon of the New York Knicks stressed the importance of reading to children at the National Book Festival in Washington, D.C. Rudy Gay and Mike Conley of the Memphis Grizzlies work with young people, encouraging them to lead an active and healthy lifestyle. And I spent the day planting trees in my hometown with other caring volunteers at a Go Green community event. I'm Shane Battier of the Houston Rockets. The NBA, where caring happens.
The Chicago Bulls care about the community. Recently, the Bulls launched a team-wide Go Green initiative. Center Aaron Gray joined local Boys and Girls Club members in the Forest Preserve District of Cook County for a preserve cleanup event followed by a celebratory lunch. In an effort to be more environmentally conscious, the NBA and its teams are implementing additional green policies and organizing environmental education programs. The NBA, where caring happens. So Aaron Gray going green and also going health conscious in the summer. Lost about 25, 30 pounds. And this is a Bulls team without a lot of size. They play small. They don't have much of a post presence, but he's starting to get more and more minutes for Vinny Del Negro.
You know what? He is their best post presence. He's polished down there. He's not an athletic guy. But there's certain nights that he can be a good matchup for you when you play against the bigger centers. But he's going to struggle going against the Dwight Howards and the Chris Bosh's. But there are nights they're going to use him because he is a very good post player.
A 10-2 run the Cavs are on right now as we move into the last couple of minutes of the first quarter. Andres Nocioni off the bench, misses the long jumper. Nocioni was a key to that near comeback win against Orlando. The Bulls made a late charge in the fourth quarter with 3 guards, Nocioni and Gooden in the game. What a drive and finish. That's what you've been talking about.
The strength. I mean, he got hammered on that play. Didn't hinder his shot at all. Collected himself. Takes Nocioni. Nice pick and roll here. Noah's got to step out. Meet LeBron James earlier. He lets him get to the hoop, and it's an easy and one for this freight train.
You see what LeBron's doing right now. He's looking around. He's saying, okay, Rose is out there. Gordon is out there. Heinrich is out there. Who do I got? Because here's the Bulls going with this small lineup we just talked about that helped them late in the game against Orlando. And LeBron's looking around saying, man, there are a lot of little guys on the floor right now. So either LeBron or Wally Szczerbiak is going to have to cover one of the small Chicago guards.
Again, LeBron not really looking up to that rim. I'd like to see him concentrate on that more. But Mike Brown telling us he's not going to chase lineups. He plays his rotation, and he's not going to chase lineups and mix things up.
And it's LeBron on Kirk Heinrich right now. Ben Gordon off the bench, off the glass, and in.
Come on, Ben. Don't act like you meant to do that. You know. But hey, that's a nice freebie to start the day. A little bank 3-point shot.
And this is the lineup with Nocioni, Gordon, and Heinrich along with Rose. This is probably as good of an offensive lineup as the Bulls can put out there. Maybe Gooden instead of Joe Kimanoa. Anderson Varejao fouled on the inside.
Nice to see LeBron going right into the post. Cleveland recognizing that as we see Gordon launch up the brick that is answered.
Now you had a prayer answered once or twice in your years in the NBA.
Almost
right?
every time I took a look. Well, you got to love that. But good recognition there by Cleveland. Heinrich is not going to be able to handle LeBron James in the post. At worst, you create a double team, move the ball around. You've got some shooting out there with Szczerbiak, West, and Gibson. take advantage of the mismatch.
So if you're Chicago and your best offensive lineup is very small and hurts you at the defensive end, what do you do about it? I mean, their roster is imbalanced. They've got too many guards and not enough post players.
Well, I think you have to play up tempo. And that's what they're going to do here. This is a very athletic lineup with Nocioni at the 4. Get the ball up and down the floor, maybe run some traps, and mix up and jump up the D as Noah goes up strong, gets fouled by West.
And it gives us an opportunity to watch him at the free throw line, which I know is one of your favorite things about the NBA season.
Yes, it's always very interesting.
The last time JB and I did a game where Joakim and Noah stepped to the line, John groaned out loud. I don't think he meant to. I think I think it just kind of, the moment overcame you and you groaned as you watched him shoot.
It was painful.
Hey.
You know, I'm not going to argue if it goes in.
Yeah. The spin is something to behold, too.
Well, you dance with what brung you. Just throw it up there. But it is quite the ugly jump shot with that spin.
Hey, 2 for 2. 4-point lead late in the first for the Cavs. Thought it was LeBron spending a lot of time in around the rim and doing what only he can. And now hobbling. Yep. 5 on 4 right now, and they still throw it away. LeBron's ahead of the crowd. Can he elevate? Lays it in with the left hand. LeBron shaken up, walking back.
Stay down there, LeBron. It might work again.
Not even at half court yet, and now LeBron's going to have to come out. Appears to be favoring the left ankle.
As a hush goes through the Cleveland crowd.
Yep.
Looked like he came down on somebody's foot. Hopefully he didn't turn it too bad. Yep, right on D.Rose's foot.
Rolled that left ankle. But you know, the great ones find a way to get it done.
Stick around.
Joakim Noah banks it in to make it a 6-point game. LeBron getting some attention on the end of the Cleveland bench right now. Rolled his left ankle. Gauskas back into the game. Williams back into the game. Gibson elevates, misses the shot, kept alive by Z, but over to Chicago. Let's go to Rick Bucher. Rick?
LeBron's at the end of the bench. He's using a blue rubber stretch band just to try to loosen up that ankle. Looks like they're not going to retape, at least not right now, so I would expect him to come back in.
All right, Rick, thank you very much. Nice bank shot there by Gordon, his second field goal, so the shoe has not come off. And LeBron a little bit of discomfort, as you can see, but hoping to work it out and get back in this game.
This is where I think this Cleveland team's improved. You got a guy like Mo Williams who just created his own. That's what they've been lacking. When LeBron goes out of the ball game, they really struggle to score. Now you've got a Mo Williams that's capable of making plays for himself, for others. Still composed, still Gauskas, and you've got some great shooting with Gibson and Zerbiak out on the floor.
Noah, 1 second left. And that'll bring it to the end of the first quarter here in Cleveland, where the Cavs have a 6-point lead on the Bulls. But the subplot is LeBron James okay? How bad is the ankle he's standing? Will we see him return to this game here tonight?
These aren't mine.
This is Bob at CDW. Leave a message.
Hey, Bob, it's Greg. Competition's starting to get a little too close, so we need to talk. Let's discuss network security. Call me. Hope you're well.
Hey, Greg. I'm here with your network and security specialist.
Greg, there are security updates for all your offices and some new features you'll like.
Perfect. Thanks, you guys.
With experienced technology specialists certified in everything from storage to security, CDW is there.
Greg, behind you.
That's pretty good.
Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it. Feel it, call it, find it, view it, code it, jump and lock it. Technologic. Technologic. Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, crash it, change it, no upgrade it, charge it, on it, use it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it. Technologic.
To me, comfort is being home, being with my friends, being with my dog, Sam. But when I think of Wrangler, I think of something that's going to last. You just think of something that's just going to be there and be there and be there. I guess the word would be reliable. Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. Built tough to keep you comfortable. Wrangler, real comfortable jeans.
T-I-C. Shaq tested 29 points.
How did you get so many Qs?
Don't worry about it. My turn again. S. What do you know? Shaqtus.
ESPN, your NBA destination for games Wednesdays and Fridays, plus in-depth analysis all week.
Just rolling in, it's the 50th annual Portland Metro RV Show, November 6th through the 9th at the Expo Center. Take advantage of the best deals in the Northwest from local dealers on a great selection of hundreds of new and pre-owned RVs. Don't miss special show prices, low interest rates, and long-term on-the-spot financing. Trade-ins welcome. It's the one, the only Portland Metro RV Show, November 6th through the 9th at the Expo Center. Just imagine where it might take you.
Hey, honey, 2 shampoos.
Maybe they're just buying you off so you write a good review.
It's working. It's working. Ah, they got me. Ah, it's working.
Hotel reviews from people like you. Welcome to Hotels.com.
How does Emergency boost your health and your energy? With energizing B vitamins and 1,000 milligrams of immune-boosting C. Emergency. Feel the good.
I'm here with Coach Vinny Del Negro. Your biggest concern after the first quarter?
Well, we have to get back in transition. We can't afford to give LeBron and Delonte West and guys opportunities on the break. We have to get better, try to keep them out of the middle as best we can. Thought our pick-and-roll defense needs to get a lot better. Too much middle penetration.
What's the key to getting back in transition in time?
We want to be efficient offensively, and also our bigs got to get back and try to corral them, get them on the side. It's easy to talk about. It's hard to do when LeBron's coming at you.
Thanks, Vinny.
Now, LeBron James, who rolled that left ankle with about a minute to go in the first quarter, just told Howard Bucher moments ago that he will return to the game. So good news for the Cleveland Cavaliers as he hobbled for a couple of possessions before finally leaving the game. And you wanted to talk about how often does LeBron James get into the paint as if he heard what you were talking about pregame tonight. He has executed your game plan to perfection.
Well, he's 4 for 4. I like that. 2 on catches. Posted up a couple times, 3 nice dribble drives. He did have 1 charge, but 10 easy points. It seemed like he didn't have to do anything. No jump shots, no 3-point attempts, and very efficient.
D.Rose has gone to the bench for the Bulls, so it's Heinrich and Gordon in the backcourt right now for Chicago. 30-24 Cleveland as we begin the second quarter. Ilgauskas open from about 20 feet away, and he has gotten the shots. He's gotten the looks tonight, but he hasn't knocked them down.
All right, this guy's a 47% shooter. He's got good touch, facing up. He can still post up, still get him the ball.
He spent his entire career with Cleveland, a 2-time All-Star. L.Deng from the corner. We'll see if that gets him going. And the Bulls lost at Orlando on Monday. Deng was 0 for 8 from the floor and had just 1 point.
Well, he seems really confused in this offense, not knowing when his shots are coming, where they're coming from. They've got to get that guy going.
Varejao is bumped. Foul on Joakim Noah.
They're one and the same. I thought those were the same.
Varejao and Noah?
They are very similar players.
Yep.
As LeBron takes off.
Well, heading to the locker room, Rick Bucher now passing along word that LeBron is going to be getting on the stationary bike, trying to keep that ankle loose and work himself back into this game. But again, this is one of the things you say separates the Cavs of this year from last year and maybe even the year before. With Mo Williams, with Delonte West, more options, and they can weather the storm a little bit if LeBron is out of the game.
Well, and they've been together. As we pointed out, just 3 players in training camp a year ago. Now this team's been together. Mike Brown says they're so far ahead of where he thought they'd be defensively that this team is only going to get better offensively. This team has a real chance to do something.
Gordon working over Daniel Gibson. And the little 8-footer rolls off the rim, kept alive by Nocioni. And 2 pretty good looks for the Bulls. What a steal by Noah. It's a good hustle on the glass and defensively, and they're rewarded with a three-pointer by Ben Gordon.
Nice play by Noah. He's just so active. Really knows the game. Long. That was a great play setting up a three-pointer for Gordon.
Williams, a pass to Ilgauskas, who may have been thinking that Williams was going up with a shot. Cleveland turns it over. Nocioni on the drive. Heinrich for the lead for the Bulls. And they battle for it. There's Zhao and Noah. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Well, that's a great offensive possession. Nocioni with a nice drive and kick. Extra pass over to Kirk Heinrich. Wide open three-point shot. You take that every time down.
LeBron back from the bike, back towards the bench, and maybe getting closer to getting back in this game. He's only missed about 3 minutes of game time since he rolled the ankle. There's a nice spin move. Nice kick. Zerbiak.
I didn't know Kershaw was such a playmaker as Wally takes the worst shot in the game, a foot on the line from the three-point line, only 2.
Long 2 for Zerbiak and a 4-point lead for the Cavs. Heinrich misses the 3. Well, Noah's given a solid effort on the offensive glass right now. He's contesting every missed shot.
Well, that's his game. Hustle player. He's just a lot like Bergeron. Williams got a little ahead of himself there.
Shake and bake, then he threw it away. Gordon makes sure he's behind the line, misses the 3, and another offensive rebound for the Bulls. Noah has it blocked. Now, if you're Vinny Del Negro, you've got to love the effort your players are giving out there. They're just missing some chances around the rim.
Absolutely. They're getting great shots. Second chance opportunities. That was a nice block there, but moving the ball well. Guys are sharing it.
What kind of a take do you have earlier? What kind of a feel do you have for Vinny Del Negro as a coach? Has never coached at any level, and here he is in the NBA.
Well, I like what he said about, you know, I don't want to clutter these guys' minds. When you clutter somebody's mind and have them thinking too much, the feet slow down. And he just wants them to react. But I think he's teaching Derrick Rose. He says the biggest thing with Rose is the personnel. Not knowing who the guys he's going up against. So every night after they play, they write stuff down so then he can go back to it when they play the team again. But I like Vinny. He seems to be a guy that's going to let the team play. A lot like a Rick Adelman does when you see the personnel, see what will work best. Don't say, well, this is my system. This is what we're going to do. Don't try to mold guys into it. Just see what you have. He's got some great athleticism. Let these guys go. And don't put too much in their minds.
2 years ago, they win 49 games. Last year, they lose 49 games. Deng with the 19-footer out there. What do you think is a realistic season for the Chicago Bulls?
I think a 500 season is certainly possible, and that should be good enough to get in the Eastern Conference. I think they're going to be able to get there.
Now, LeBron James had come to the scorer's table. We're in a timeout zone right now. So LeBron's going to take a seat on the bench as Ben Gordon leads the Bulls up the court. Good, wide open, more space than he realized. Bothered by Ilgauskas.
Like you said, more space. Just go ahead and shoot the jump shot where you were. It was a little 6-foot shot. Instead, he takes it into the 7-3 Julius Ilgauskas and misses an easy one.
Zerbiak asking for help. Spins through a couple of defenders. Ilgauskas tips it in. The Bulls wanted basket interference, but it'll count.
I don't think Wally's ever dribbled that many times in one possession in his career.
7-point lead as the Cavs have stretched it out here in the first 4 minutes of the second quarter. Gordon throws it away. Timeout on the floor. Looks like LeBron may be checking back in. We'll find out when we come back.
ESPN's presentation of NBA Wednesday, brought to you by Kia Motors, presenting sponsor of NBA Tip-Off 2008.
Y'all ain't ready for this. Dance off.
The company that's brought America stylishly affordable vehicles has now made it even easier. Now you can get $5,000 cash back on the Kia Sedona minivan and the Kia Sorento midsize SUV. Both come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and a 5-star crash safety rating. That's 2 incredible vehicles, 1 incredible deal. With $5,000 cash back, how can you afford not to?
Welcome to Houston, baby. What up, dog?
About time.
Hey, man.
You got me waiting around for you.
Great Tim Duncan, guys.
Rated T for teen.
All units, advance on enemy positions.
Copy that. Alpha's moving.
Units 2 and 3, move the tanks to flanking positions. Open fire.
Air Tango, take out those tanks.
Roger. Choppers are on the way.
Launch kinetic strike.
Tom Clancy's Cold War. Your voice is the ultimate weapon.
You're gonna hit him with the pow, behind the back, now spin off of him. Ready? You don't need in and out. Just come to defense there.
Plenty of people would say P stands for Phoenix, but not Jimmy Johnson. With just 2 races left in his pursuit of racing's ultimate prize, he knows there's another P that is even more profound. For Jimmy, pure and simple, P stands for pressure. Now, with Carl Edwards pushing his way into the picture, Jimmy will need more than patience to prevail and earn his place in history. The chase continues at Phoenix, Sunday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
Stuart Scott with the Sports Center right now in the studio. The Oakland Raiders have released cornerback D'Angelo Hall. Hall played in only 8 games with the Raiders after being acquired from the Atlanta Falcons before the game, long thought of as one of the best lockdown corners in the league. Elsewhere, this was supposed to be Allen Iverson's first game with the Pistons. Instead, though, Chauncey Billups did not have a physical, so AI not playing. Pistons lead the Raptors by 10 at the end of the third, a battle of unbeatens. Let's go back to Dan, JB, and Rick Bucher, guys.
Hell yeah, Q.
All right, Stu, thank you. A couple of weeks from now, AI and the Pistons will be out in Los Angeles to take on the Lakers in the ESPN game. And here comes LeBron back into the game, all smiles as he gets ready to check back in. Missed about 5 minutes of game time after rolling his left ankle.
It looked like he landed on Derrick Rose. Rose's foot turned the left ankle just a little. It didn't look too bad. Came over right away, stretched it. And good to see him back out here, but being the crafty vet that he was, he cherry-picked here, didn't run down the floor, and got himself an easy layup.
Crafty 23-year-old veteran.
You know what? Can you believe he's 23?
23.
Oh, 23.
6th year in the NBA.
And he's running fine. He looks good. He looks good.
Defended by Deng. Derrick Rose is back into the game for the Bulls. Rose and Gordon in the backcourt, the ever-changing backcourt for Chicago. Williams shoos away Wallace. Gets inside, the kick to LeBron, who was standing out of bounds when he caught the pass.
You know, we were sitting here at the break, Dan, and I asked you, what do you think the Bulls are trying to do offensively? And we're both a little bit perplexed. We've seen no identity, no post touches. They have 5 field goals in the paint, and they're all in the fast break. Nothing in the half-court set. They're just a jump shooting team right now. They've got to find a way to get into that paint, put some pressure on this Cav team, maybe get to the foul line, get some easy opportunities.
Foul on Daniel Gibson. West to Deverajau back into the game for the Cavs. Do the Bulls look a little more in sync, a little more organized to you when Derrick Rose is in the game?
They did, absolutely. And you go to Heinrich, who has played the point throughout his career. There shouldn't be a drop-off there, but Derrick Rose seems in complete control of this club.
And the coaching staff talks not only about the physical attributes, the strength, speed, and athleticism. Out of bounds, it will be Chicago ball. They also talk about how respectful Rose is, how the humility of Derrick Rose, how willing to learn Derrick Rose is. All the intangibles appear to be there as well.
He's just so poised.
Expression never changes.
Lead a Memphis team to the national final game. And I bet he wishes he fouled somebody on that last possession, but we won't bring that up for all those Memphis fans.
Nice feed inside. Gooden has it taken away, though, and here's LeBron testing out that ankle, and he's fouled.
What are you supposed to do when he's coming like that? There's absolutely nothing to do but wrap him up.
It's a 6'8", 250-pound freight train.
It's insane. And it was such athletic ability to avoid the contact, avoid getting the charge. Rarely do you see him get charges when he's out on the break like that. He has such a great ability to negotiate his body around guys and not foul. He's amazing.
71% from the line last year, 72% in the early going so far this season. And this is one of the areas where you feel, as incredible a talent as he already is, there's still room for improvement.
Yes. And I don't know that his unwillingness to go into the paint has something to do with his free throw shooting, because he missed a few clutch ones against Boston on the opening night that were very crucial down the end of the game. He's done it in the past. And believe me, that can stay in your mind a little bit and make you apprehensive to go into the paint.
Largest lead of the game for Cleveland. Nocioni knocks down the long jumper to get the deficit for the Bulls back down to 7.
Well, they're hanging tough, but again, all jump shots. They've got some great jump shooters here, but in the end, you've got to find a way to get some easy opportunities in a half-court set.
And shooting just 35% from the floor. LeBron in the post again. Kept alive by Wallace. Bulls ball. Nocioni straddling the sideline. Stays in bounds. Rose right into the chest of Ben Wallace. And it'll be Bulls ball. And that's another area that D.Rose is not afraid to venture into. He doesn't care how big you are. He'll go to the rim.
He's a great finisher, and you really can't fault this Bulls team right now with the effort level. They're going after it. As you see Ben Wallace come over, and maybe a foul. Yeah. I don't know. I see a guy fall on his back.
And Gooden can't keep it in bounds. A Chicago turnover.
Chicago getting a lot of decent looks, man. I will admit that. But shooting 33% on the game. That's not going to get it done.
Cleveland up at 48%. LeBron James, the leading scorer. And Varejao called for the offensive foul. So we'll step aside here in Cleveland. Things have slowed down a little bit here in the second quarter offensively. The hometown Cavs have a 7-point lead on the Bulls.
Order World at War for $39.99 and receive free shipping when you call in the next 10 minutes with your credit card. Call now.
Sam moving tip number 4.
Hey, Barry. Hey, Daryl.
Always move at your own pace. A Sam Store and Move container gives you a more affordable and convenient way to make a local or long-distance move. Call now and we'll get a Sam to you as quickly or as slowly as you like.
Slow down.
For long-distance moves, get a Sam.
Back here in Cleveland, the Bulls are trailing the Cavs by 7 points here midway through the second quarter. Dan Schulman, John Barry, Rick Bucher here at Quicken Loans Arena. D.Rose, the #1 overall pick in this past summer's NBA draft at the University of Memphis. And many people feel he's got a chance once he gets some experience, learns the league, to become one of the great point
his poise. And like you said, how he never gets too high, too low. He's just always in control. He's willing to learn. He's running a club, 17 a game. I'm not so concerned about numbers, but I think this guy has a potential to be one of the best in the league.
Let's go to Rick Bucher with more. Rick?
The most intriguing point about Chris Paul and Deron Williams is that they are such good friends. They're going to have to go through each other to get what they ultimately want, even to the point where they hang out with each other the night before games. Now, I'm guessing, JB, that you never did that, even with your brother Brent.
Well, I didn't have any friends, Rick. That was probably the biggest reason.
We don't hang out with JB the night before games now.
Yeah, really. I can't even get Dan to take me to dinner. Unbelievable. Now, you know what? I'm not for that. I don't know about spending the night.
No fraternizing. Varejao on the feed from LeBron.
I'm all right with going to dinner, but spending the night? I mean, I don't know. I think the last time I spent the night at somebody's house, I was like 10.
No sleepovers in the NBA, you're saying. Here's Derrick Rose, knocks down the three.
3-ball, huh?
And again, we'll tell you what Vinny Del Negro told us this morning. His jump shot is better than people give him credit for.
Well, Dan, that's the second 3 he's tried this season. He's 1 for 2. But that looked pretty fluid. That looked pretty good.
West using the screen from Wallace. He answers with a long 2. Ooh. Rose, look at that crossover. I'll tell you, the rest of the Bulls, they better be looking and they better be running, playing with Derrick Rose.
You can tell he wants to get this thing up tempo. Yeah. That's how Memphis played. Very little structure and just go.
Gordon, nice drive.
Do you think he's the guy that goes, Dan? I mean, Hughes is coming back making $13 million a year for the next 2 years. Somebody's got to go.
Gordon's up at the end of this year, signed a 1-year qualifying offer, about $6.5 million a year. Heinrich is signed a multi-year deal. Derrick Rose isn't going anywhere. Sefolosha starts and then doesn't play a whole lot after that. They've got a glut of guards. James into traffic, off the glass and good.
I don't think we've seen LeBron James take a jump shot tonight. He is taking the ball to the hoop, being aggressive. 14 points.
Fadeaway, Drew Gooden. LeBron, by the way, is 5 out of 6 from the floor. 14 points already on the night.
Are you going to answer me about Gordon? Is he the guy to go?
I think it's not. I think
dodge my question.
I'm not going to dodge it. I think that's what makes sense, don't you think?
Yeah,
from a contractual.
And I think there's got to be a bunch of takers.
Yeah. LeBron, no. I mean, maybe if you could move Hughes, you move Hughes and keep Gordon. But yeah, I know. I said maybe.
$26 million in the next 2. I don't think they're going to be doing that.
Hughes out for several more weeks with an injury. L.Deng, a nice aggressive reverse layup. And the Chicago Bulls are hanging in here in Cleveland. They have narrowed the gap down to 4.
Come on, Mel. Stay foot. Stay foot. Girls, if you're looking to answer,
I'm comfortable in jeans that are tough. I'm comfortable in jeans that last. I'm comfortable in Wrangler. Real comfortable.
Wrangler 5-star premium denim jeans. Built tough with long-lasting heavyweight denim. Built comfortable with relaxed fit. Satisfaction guaranteed. Wrangler, real, comfortable jeans.
And we are back in Cleveland. Dan Schulman, John Barry, Rick Bucher. Glad you're with us here on ESPN tonight. The Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls. The Cavs keep pulling away and the Bulls keep getting back into it. LeBron James has been much more aggressive getting into the paint, as John Barry told him to do, or told us he should do. I don't think he actually went up to him and told him, but as John Barry said, LeBron should do. That's the scary part about this guy, how great he is and how much upside there still appears to be, and look at how productive he has been in the paint tonight.
Well, 7 dribble drives accounting for 10 points, so he's 5 for 7 when he goes into the paint. 2 post catches that resulted in scores, and he hasn't taken a jump shot outside the paint. We talked about at the opening, 6 for 34 on the season outside the paint, and therefore he hasn't tried one. Pretty smart guy.
Has not made a 3 this season. 0 for 11. Driving again, left-handed layup, no, followed by Ilgauskas.
You know, but you do that, it puts the pressure on Chicago. 2 guys come over to help, and there's Zilginis Ilgauskas for an easy tip in.
6-point lead, Cavaliers, under 3 minutes to go in the first half here in Cleveland. Giving the handoff for Rose, shot clock under 10. Rose driving again, cradles it, hands it off to Gooden, who loses it, but it'll stay with Chicago.
Chicago really struggling on half-court stats. This is a team that needs to go up-tempo. Anytime this thing slows down, they struggle to score the ball.
Down by 6, 2.5 to go in the first half here in Cleveland.
If you're looking for a comeback story that's full of heart.
If you need anything, like money or something like that, don't you hesitate to call me now.
You're not my father's boy.
She said what?
Keep looking.
You knocked up my wife over from me first. I can't stand.
For these 2 soul men.
I'm sorry, man. I got on these tight slacks.
A lot can happen on the road to the top. Samuel L. Jackson, Bernie Mac. Soul Man.
All that. God, don't. What's wrong told you, Mama.
Rated R. Everywhere this Friday.
The company that's brought America stylishly affordable vehicles has now made it even easier. Now you can get $5,000 cash back on the Kia Sedona minivan and the Kia Sorento midsize SUV. Both come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and a 5-star crash safety rating. That's 2 incredible vehicles, 1 incredible deal. With $5,000 cash back, how can you afford not to?
Living notoriously well with Jose Cuervo means knowing how to negotiate. 1, be confident.
Name?
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
That's right. 2, come prepared.
You're not Burt Reynolds.
Oh, really? 3, have a backup plan.
Did you make this?
4, build on your success.
Hi there.
Ladies, enjoy and live notoriously well, responsibly.
Oh, hey, what's in the bag?
Combo meal.
We got boxes, fully loaded, tons of stuff.
Hold it. So it's a combo meal. What's coming? Fries? Fries. That's something.
We got 8 somethings. This box could rip that bag in half.
Ditch the bag. Get the box. The KFC Guitar Hero Fully Loaded Box. Packed with 2 new original recipe strips, a new original recipe snacker, drumstick or thigh, 2 sides, biscuit, large drink. That's a lot of food.
The Taco Bell studio update, Suns and Raptors. There's a hip-hop choreographer named Lil C. He has an expression called buck. Buck, he says, is when internal artistry meets physical expression. Amari Stoudemire is straight buck. 43 points so far, 16 of 18 shooting, 11-11 from the line. And JB, he also has 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals if you're counting.
Huge night for Amari Stoudemire. Let's not count the Phoenix Suns out too early. How about LeBron James and what he's done opening things up for his teammates?
Well, we talked about getting into the paint, and it doesn't mean he has to score. Here we're going to see a nice dribble handoff between he and Varejao. Gordon is going to switch, or Deng rather, excuse me, he's going to switch with Nocioni. He's going all the way into the basket. Look, 3 guys come over, and that leaves a wide open Zydrunas Ilgauskas to tip it in. He doesn't have to score every time, but by putting pressure on the defense, getting into the paint, it's going to open up opportunities for the rest of his team.
Cleveland by 4, 2:20 to go in the first half. Derrick Rose has 13 points, 5 assists, and no turnovers now. Big Z for 3.
Wow.
His first 3-pointer of the season, his 2nd attempt, his 6th career 3. 13 years in the NBA, that is his 6th 3. And LeBron is fouled as he drives to the rim again. How about Big Z, huh?
This guy can shoot the basketball.
Hey, Saturday Night Football on ABC features a tough test for the hottest team in the country. Number 2, Texas Tech, as the Red Raiders host 9th-ranked Oklahoma State. Regional coverage also includes Cal against USC. Saturday Night Football presented by Southwest Airlines on ABC Saturday night at 8 Eastern. For more information, log on to ESPN.com.
Who you got?
Well, I know you're back in Texas Tech, right? You had them last week, too, didn't you?
I had Texas.
Oh, did you?
Well, I think I just want the BCS to be ruined. So I need Texas Tech to lose.
All right. Did you see Joe Paterno on SportsCenter this morning talking about the BCS? That's funny stuff.
He's great.
That's funny stuff. And the lead back to 9. LeBron knocks down a couple. 16 points in the first half for LeBron James.
On 8 field goals, all from the paint.
Nocioni driving on Varejao, and a block called on Varejao.
You know, it just seems like Chicago comes down in a half-court set, and it's your turn this time.
Right.
Now we'll throw it over to Ben Gordon. You do something. Nocioni, here, you go. And there's just no continuity.
Now, is that new point guard, new coach? What?
I think a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit of everything, and we've seen this team have success when they get up and down the floor in transition. And you're playing against a great defensive team in Cleveland, a great defensive team. They give up 88 a night. Tough to score. Best time to score against a great defense is in transition, especially when you have the kind of athletes the Bulls have.
Vinny Del Negro pointed us pointed out to us before the game, too, that Ben Gordon hardly played in the preseason. Had a toe injury, played part of one game, only practiced for 2 days. And he's whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he's getting 30 minutes a night. He's a big part of their offense. If you play for 3-4 weeks without him, it's going to take a while to get him back into the system.
It's just being comfortable with one another. We see L.Deng is completely lost in the system thus far this season. Another paint catch for LeBron.
He's fouled.
I love it.
To the line again goes LeBron James.
I love seeing him down there. He has not attempted a shot outside the paint. Damn.
Did he watch the Open tonight? Was he standing behind us as you called him out?
No.
I know you didn't.
I just think this is a way that he can expand his game. How many times did we see Michael Jordan go to the free throw line 20 times a night? You don't see that with LeBron. Go get some easy ones. If you can get fouled, you put so much pressure on the other team. There's nobody that can guard this guy in the post at any moment. I don't care who it is.
Coming up with the Toyota halftime show. Back to the studio, Stuart Scott, Avery Johnson, Jalen Rose. We'll take another look at that huge game that Amari Stoudemire is having against Indiana. What will AI's impact on the Detroit Pistons be? Larry Brown is back in the Big Apple tonight. LeBron James got to the line 15 times Monday against Dallas, and he's
do it all the time.
Yep.
I mean, when your eyes light up, especially if you had like a guy like Jalen Rose guarding you or something.
Now, why do you got to go pick and fight with a nice guy back in the studio?
Was that my loud voice?
Yeah, that was your outside voice again.
I'm sorry.
What did Jalen ever do to you? Steal by LeBron. LeBron, by the way, now 8 of 9 from the line tonight.
Oh, there it is.
Step back 3. Ben Wallace. And a fresh 24, Wally Zerbiak. Ben Wallace. Wallace coming off a 0.13 rebound game Monday.
What is he doing?
He's feeling it. Delonte West. Well, they were due. They were bound to get some points out of that possession somehow. How about LeBron juking and jiving and feeling good about things before finding the open West?
What is this? He's messing with his old teammate, Drew Gooden. But typical LeBron, eyes in the back of his head, finds Delonte West wide open on the other side for the three-point bomb. And Cleveland in control.
A lot of people are like, aren't you too young to invest in the markets? And, you know, A, don't worry about it. I mean, you don't know how old I am. And B, I use E-Trade, so check it. Click. I just bought stock. You just saw me buy stock. No big deal. I mean, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. Whoa.
It's so easy. Trades from $6.99 to $9.99. There are 1,000 new accounts a day at E-Trade.
Well, from a night about half an hour ago where LeBron James went out, rolled his ankle, and a hush came over the crowd, LeBron returned. He's playing great. He's rebounding, scoring, dishing, dancing, laughing, having fun out there tonight. And as a result, the Cavs are playing well. They've got their largest lead of the game. They are up 12 right now on the Bulls here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, he's doing it all. The river dance, passing, scoring. As good as I've ever seen.
Shot clock at 3. Gordon has to create. And they don't get it off in time. And it was LeBron coming over on the help defense and forcing Gordon to pass the ball. He is wall-to-wall, ear-to-ear smiles tonight, other than when he hurt his ankle.
He's in a good mood.
He is in a good mood tonight. Shot clock turned off. LeBron and Cephalosha. LeBron. Wallace, another offensive rebound. Delonte West would have counted as the first half comes to a close. And if you're Mike Brown, this is a team, not a great offensive team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they have rolled up 57 points in the first half.
Shooting over 50%. LeBron James has been aggressive into the paint. Shooters knocking them down, and they're playing normal Cavalier defense.
Let's go to Rick Bucher standing by with LeBron.
I am. 18 points, including 8 free throws in the first half. I got to ask, how's the ankle at this point?
It's not 100%, but that's good enough where I can go out there and contribute.
And what the dance, was that a way of keeping it loose, or explain that?
A little bit of both. I got a little rhythm, too.
We have seen you attack relentlessly all night long, except for the 3. It's been all inside. What are you seeing?
Just trying to exploit their defense. They play a lot of little guards, and it makes no sense for me to be out on the perimeter. We got guys that can go out on the perimeter. Delonte, Mo, Gibbs. So I'm playing the interior.
Go take care of that ankle. Back to you, Dan.
Thank you, Rick. A great first half for LeBron James. Coming up, the Toyota halftime show with Stuart Scott, Avery Johnson, Jalen Rose. A big night for Amari Stoudemire. What will AI's impact on the Pistons be? And Larry Brown is back at Madison Square Garden. Our score at the half: Cleveland 57, Chicago 45. After these messages, back to the studio, Stuart Scott and friends with the Toyota halftime show.
The company that's brought America stylishly affordable vehicles has now made it even easier. Now you can get $5,000 cash back on the Kia Sedona minivan and the Kia Sorento midsize SUV. Both come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and a 5-star crash safety rating. That's 2 incredible vehicles, 1 incredible deal. With $5,000 cash back, how can you afford not to?
Indulge in something extraordinary from Papa John's and be prepared to escape the ordinary with Papa John's new Zesty Italiano Pizza, loaded with spicy salami, pepperoni, spicy Italian sausage, and covered with 4 cheeses. Or the Tuscan 6-cheese pizza on a crispy thin crust with a rich blend of 6 Italian cheeses, just $12.99 each. Or buy both for just $10.99 each. A huge value. Call or click papajohns.com.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Monday, harbinger of the Monday morning meeting. This is a meeting about meetings. It summarizes last week's meetings and discusses the meetings on the radar for the upcoming week. It's when the boss tells his duck joke.
It's a duck.
So you go, because you need the brownie points too. But with Monday comes Monday Night Football on ESPN, where Singletary's 49ers take on Warner and the Cardinals. So just remember, they're not the boss of you, at least not on Monday night.
Introducing Papa Murphy's new Philly cheesesteak pizza. This Philly sensation is made with the freshest ingredients, like authentic Philly cheddar cheese sauce, thin sliced steak, fire-roasted onions and peppers, and finally, loads of mozzarella and shredded Parmesan cheese. Now get a large Philly cheesesteak pizza for $10.99. Handmade fresh, home-baked great. That's Papa Murphy's.
Selling a home in today's tough market just got a little easier. List your home with Real Estate On Demand from Comcast. It's affordable, easy to use, and it works. Go to onsearchlight.com to upload photos and showcase your property. Pay with your credit card and reach thousands of home buyers each week on Searchlight Channel 888. Whether you're selling on your own or working with a realtor, On Demand from Comcast is a simple and effective way to market your home. Log in and get started today. Welcome to the Toyota Halftime Show.
On the stat sheet, young fella's working. 13 points, 5 assists. And this is the NBA, Derrick Rose. Team's got to move to his Bulls, 12 down to the Cavaliers at recess. What's good, Stuart Scott and friends? I actually pay them to be my friends. Jalen Rose, Avery Johnson with the Toyota Halftime Show. Guys, Derrick Rose is a player.
Yes, he is.
And LeBron James is even a bigger player. But the focus of the Sports Nation this evening, at least for the moment, is on the team that has played in 6 straight Eastern Conference Finals. They do not have their new 4-time scoring champion, though. Allen Iverson not playing yet for the Detroit Pistons. Chauncey Billups' physical still has to go through. But Pistons, Raptors. AI looking good. His street clothes. Rodney Stuckey just looking good, period. What makes this guy so special?
He has the size to compete against guards on both ends of the floor, to post up, play face in the basket,
make plays in transition, a developing jumper, and the toughness that he showed in the playoffs, that this young guy's going to continue to get better.
Stuckey 14 points so far. Later first, Jermaine O'Neal, short jumper in the paint. Raptors up 3. Second quarter, Pistons up 3. Will Bynum, sweet bounce pass to Aaron to follow for the lay-in. Pistons up. And fourth quarter, Avery, how many big guys can stroke a 3 like this?
Not many. Dirk Nowitzki can make it from there, and Rasheed Wallace. They're probably the only two.
Rasheed Wallace was about 3 feet back of the three-point line. Guys, we talk about this Pistons team. AI's not there yet. When he gets there, what is the best thing he's going to do for this club?
Bring him title hunger. He doesn't have a championship. Here's a future Hall of Famer that was third in the league in scoring, and as he mentioned, has all of the accolades in the world, but he wants a title.
But he also has all the shots in the world. How's that going to fly, him wanting to get a lot of shots? Because Rip Hamilton's got to get his, too.
Well, again, they need AI to score, Stuart, but at the same time, here's Tayshaun Prince's chance to be the waiter. He's going to have a chance to set the table for both Rip and AI. So there are going to be enough shots to go around. And even Rasheed Wallace, he's going to get some more shots because Tayshaun Prince and Stuckey are going to take over more of the ball handling responsibilities.
How can Iverson help Stuckey?
He's going to help him a lot because they're two different type of guards. He's going to show him, first and foremost, how to compete on a nightly basis. Nobody's ever questioned Allen Iverson's toughness. This guy brings it every night, and that's a good model for Stuckey to follow. Not that Billups wasn't, but AI would bring the same things to the table.
Allen Iverson, the only player in NBA history who averaged at least 25 points per game for his career, to be traded during the season more than one time. Hey, the focus of our NBA Sports Nation tonight, as we told you, the poll question. Which trade, which team does it help most? Does it help Allen Iverson's new Pistons, or does it help the Denver Nuggets? We ask, you answer. And here's what you say. 52% of you say it helps Denver. Narrow margin. I don't like the red states and blue states anymore. It's 52-48 Pistons, but again, we are one nation. There are no more red states and blue states. Fans, let your voices be heard. Log on to ESPN.com. Search Sports Nation. Suns and Pacers. Danny Granger had his front teeth knocked out Saturday in a game against the Celtics. Back in action against the Suns. Second quarter, Granger spots up beyond the arc. New teeth. Still good shot. Rocking the 3. Indiana up 51-41. Amari Stoudemire just straight dominating this game. Why can't he do this every game?
Actually, Stuart, he can, and it's going to be a lot more of this. And if you didn't know, his nickname is Standing Tall and Talented.
Stoudemire has over 40 points so far. He kind of lit up the Spurs in the playoffs a few years ago.
He did, and Carmelo Anthony talked about getting 44 tonight. I think he sent Amari the same fax or an email.
Amari's got 45 points and 10 rebounds, and this is his shot chart again so far, and we are in the fourth quarter. 17 of 21 shooting. That's like a layup line, but it's not like his baskets are coming all underneath. He's got that, mid-range 10 or 15-footer, doesn't he?
Tell him to leave the threes alone, Stuart. He's 0 for 2 from 3, but he does have a great mid-range game.
He was 11 of 11 from the foul line in the first half. Amari Stoudemire, 45 and counting. Still ahead, LB, Larry Brown, Hall of Fame coach, back in the Garden. We'll find out about the Bobcats and the Knicks. Stick and stay. Kia Halftime Show coming back.
The Toyota Halftime Show is brought to you by Toyota. Moving forward.
Saved by Zero.
Now, for a limited time only, you can get amazing 0 APR financing on your favorite Toyota.
Saved by Zero.
That's 0% financing on 12 different models. With savings like these, no wonder Toyota has the best overall value of any brand. So hurry in now and see how much 0 can save you on a new Toyota.
Saved by Zero. Saved by Zero.
I'm not sure I'll do this anymore.
I'm done with you.
The distance, it takes its toll.
I need to go faster.
I don't know. I'm at a crossroads.
Your relationship with running has you caught in a twisted tango between love and hate. You thought about leaving it more than once. Renew your love for running. The New Balance 805 and exclusive 830 running shoes.
I guess I'm not done with you yet.
Now at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Attention collectors, Ford has just authorized the National Motor Museum Mint to release this exclusive die-cast replica of the 1948 Ford F-1 pickup. the first in the F series of trucks that became the best-selling vehicles in the world. It has amazing details and parts that move. A regular $30 value, now yours for only $10. Plus, as a free gift, you'll also receive this precision die-cast 1956 Ford F-100 pickup. According to many, the best-looking Ford pickup ever built. Another $30 value, it's yours free, just for shipping and handling. Don't miss this unique collector's opportunity. Two of the most popular Ford trucks ever, both with certificates of authenticity. A $60 value for the special price of only $10 plus shipping and handling.
Don't delay to order your Ford pickups. Have your credit card ready and call 1-800-510-7947. That's 1-800-510-7947. Call now.
Ford's playing ball, stay having fun. We all are energetic about trying to be the best team we can be. We're not a flawless team. We're a team in progress. We have to come out here and play together, and we didn't do it tonight. You have to continue to keep your head up, take it one game at a time. And if we can get through this, then it's one more step toward the goal. Win the NBA championship. I know it's for us to win, man. Just what we got to do to close this thing out. What you gonna say now? What can you say now?
Welcome back to the Toyota Halftime Show.
The Arizona Cardinals, led by the rejuvenated Kurt Warner, aim to build on their NFC West lead, trying to march into the playoffs for the first time in a decade. They take on Frank Gore and the 49ers, where new coach Mike Singletary hopes to breathe new life into a once proud franchise. 49ers Cardinals at 8:30 Eastern on ESPN. Monday Night Football.
Carmelo Anthony promised 44 points, or at least he said he wanted to score 44. It is our second game of our doubleheader, 44 honoring Barack Obama, who has been elected 44th president of the United States. Stay with us. You got to see if Melo gets to 44. Bobcats and Knicks tonight. Larry Brown making his return to Madison Square Garden. He got booed. Michael Jordan also in attendance. MJ got a standing O. Nate Robinson could have got a standing O. 5'8" Nate. Is he 5'8"? Avery, is he
5'6".
5'6". I got you. Little man, big three. Knicks up 11 at that point. Little man from the Department of Redundancy Department. And how about Wilson Chandler? Do you know he had that three-pointer?
Yes, I liked him in the draft, Stuart.
Knicks leading the Bobcats 84-76. Hawks and Hornets, couple of undefeated teams. Chris Paul and company hosting Atlanta. First quarter, Josh Smith. We got a lot of threes. Guys shooting threes like you used to shoot threes, Jalen.
That young man is probably the best all-around athlete in the game.
Are you serious?
Block shots, get steals, a tremendous athlete.
And he's got serious rise. You saw him the move in the lane. Mike Bibby with the steal. That put the Hawks up. They're trying to start 3-0 for the first time in 11 years. Celtics and Thunder in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma, where Garnett comes rushing down the plain with a two-handed jam. The Bobcats down. All right, I'm done. Just want to get that out of me, sorry. Under a minute left in the first. Desmond Mason misses the free throw. Chris Wilcox, the offensive rebound, finishes with the jam. Second quarter, Thunder down. How about Jeff Green? Remember the old Georgetown guy?
Yes. Nice small forward. Really can play in transition. Still has to develop a mid-range game, but he's really good in transition.
Celtics leading the Thunder by 6. Second half coming back. LeBron James was just ripping stuff up in the paint. Only took one outside shot. It was a three-pointer. Still, though, his Cavaliers, 12 better than the Bulls at recess. Second half coming back.
The Toyota Halftime Show is brought to you by Toyota. Moving forward.
Saved by Zero.
Now, for limited time only, you can get amazing zero APR financing on your favorite Toyota.
Saved by Zero.
That's 0% financing on 12 different models. With savings like these, no wonder Toyota has the best overall value of any brand. So hurry in now and see how much zero can save you on a new Toyota.
Saved by Zero. Saved by Zero.
That's weird. Why is there a Domino's guy here? I'll take care of this.
Hi, I have an oven-baked sandwich for Steve.
Yeah, I'm Steve, but why would I order a Domino's oven-baked sandwich? I love Submark.
All right. Just leave it on the side of the building.
Poor guy was lost.
Introducing Domino's oven-baked sandwiches. 4 flavors baked at 450 degrees and delivered right to your mouth. Just $4.99. Domino's. You got 30 minutes.
Plenty of people would say P stands for Phoenix, but not Jimmy Johnson. With just 2 races left in his pursuit of racing's ultimate prize, he knows there's another P that is even more profound. For Jimmy, pure and simple, P stands for pressure. Now, with Carl Edwards pushing his way into the picture, Jimmy will need more than patience to prevail and earn his place in history. The chase continues at Phoenix, Sunday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
Just rolling in, it's the 50th annual Portland Metro RV Show, November 6th through the 9th at the Expo Center. Take advantage of the best deals in the Northwest from local dealers on a great selection of hundreds of new and pre-owned RVs. Don't miss special show prices, low interest rates, and long-term on-the-spot financing. Trade-ins welcome. It's the one, the only Portland Metro RV Show, November 6th through the 9th at the Expo Center. Just imagine where it might take you.
You're looking for a home online. You like this site for the listings, another site for the maps, another for the tools, another site for this, another for that. Stop! For the shortest distance between you and home, go to Prudential.com and click Real Estate. Now everything you need at one address.
Almost everything irritates my skin.
New, fragrance-free Gold Bond Ultimate Soothing Lotion. Moisturizers, vitamins, and chamomile soothe and calm irritation.
Finally, relief. Can your lotion do that?
New Gold Bond Ultimate Soothing.
This stuff really works.
And we're back in Cleveland here at Quicken Loans Arena, the home of the Cavaliers, as they host the Chicago Bulls tonight. We're going to the second half. Dan Schulman, John Barry, Rick Bucher, and a 12-point lead for Cleveland, in spite of the fact LeBron James missed about 5 minutes, rolled his ankle late in the first quarter, but when he was in there for better than 18 minutes of the first half, he was the dominant force in the game, a terrific performance.
Well, and he was dominant because he took the ball to the basket. He put the pressure on the Chicago defense, and it's not all about him scoring every time, but he got off to a great start. Easy drive there through a couple guys. This time he draws a contact on Noah and scores. Again, a nice drive into the paint, an easy shot. And here he's going to miss, but what that does is set up Zydrunas Ilgauskas for an easy follow-up. Again, nice drive, dish to Verjao for an easy one. This is what we were tracking tonight. His touches in the paint. 3 times off the catch on a post-up for 6 points. 10 dribble drives for 12 points. It's been easy for him. He rolled his ankle. It didn't bother him. He's still been aggressive. He's gotten to the free throw line, and he's been the difference in the first half.
One of the big reasons why the Bulls are even within striking distance, if you can call 12 down striking distance, the play of D.Rose, 5 assists and only 1 turnover, and especially early in the game, we saw a nice stroke on the jumper from D.Rose.
He did look good shooting the basketball, and the team seemed to be where he wanted them to be. He had great command of the offense. When he came out of the game, Chicago kind of lost their way.
Certainly appears to be very confident out there running the Bulls. Let's go to Rick Bucher. Rick?
Dan, it's no secret the #1 challenge for the Bulls is to stop that penetration by LeBron James. I asked Vinny Del Negro exactly how do you go about doing that. He said, we tried to get him in foul trouble by attacking him at the offensive end, and that didn't work. He only has 1 foul. We don't have a whole lot of answers. He said, don't ask me. He said, I wish I was smarter.
Well, he's not the only coach in the NBA who has not had a whole lot of answers when it comes to stopping LeBron James. James with a game-high 18 in the first half. You can see Bernie Bickerstaff on Del Negro's right, Del Harris on Del Negro's left. So this is a rookie NBA coach who has surrounded himself with a world of experience.
Well, Del Harris has been around this league forever. Bernie Bickerstaff, I remember him as an assistant coach in 1975. The year my father's Warriors won the title. He was with K.C. Jones of the Washington Bullets. So, yes, he's got some guys around him, but unfortunately, I don't think they put on a uniform, Dan. Well, maybe fortunately.
Maybe, yeah. We go to the second half as you check out some of the first half stats. Both Bulls and Cavs come into this game 2-2. They're going to meet again Saturday in Chicago. Bulls won 3 of 4 meetings last year from Cleveland.
Well, I think it's clear that the Chicago team needs to get up-tempo. That's when they had success. Their half-court sets have really been a struggle.
Long jumper, LeBron not there. Rebound, Cephalosha. And it's really been a case of when LeBron's been in the paint, good things have happened. When he has taken the long jumpers, either the 2 or the 1-3 that he's taken, he's come up empty.
Yeah, he's just taken a couple jump shots, but that time good Chicago defense.
Good in driving, reversing, and Ilgauskas bothered that shot.
Well, that time Chicago decides to put Gooden at the mid-post area, brings Ilgauskas out, uses quickness to get by him. He did, but that was good help defense by Cleveland.
Through the hands of Mo Williams, another Cleveland turnover. The two problems, you talked about it in the first half. Mike Brown told us the Cavs have had this year. Third quarters and turnovers. Reverse no by Deng.
Chicago getting some pretty good looks. Again, another look at the basket, unable to finish.
Ilgauskas wide open, 15-foot baseline jumper.
And this time no communication by Chicago, leaving a wide open Ilgauskas.
Big Z certainly getting his looks tonight for the Cavs. Largest lead of the night for Cleveland. D.Rose misses the three. Gooden with the offensive board. And he's fouled. Good aggressiveness on the interior by Gooden.
Again, perimeter jump shots for Chicago. Couple good drives there. Deng, Gooden in the first two possessions, unable to finish, and now settled for an early three. D.Rose has got to realize you're struggling offensively. Get the ball into the paint. That's when you've been most successful. Gooden had a 20-rebound game.
That's right. And had a 21-point game this last time. He's had a couple of big games here in the early going. The NBA on ESPN continues Friday night with a doubleheader. Miami takes on Tim Duncan and the struggling Spurs at 8 Eastern. Then at 10:30 Eastern, the Dallas Mavericks take on Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups and the Denver Nuggets at 10:30 Eastern. Chauncey should have passed his physical and will make his debut this time around for the Nuggets in that game. AI should be ready to go for the Pistons as soon as Billups has his physical. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern with Kia NBA Shoeling. What do you think about the trade?
Interesting. I think I need some more time to delve into that, but very surprised Detroit would make that move. You know, I did a Portland San Antonio last Friday. Greg Popovich telling me, Manu Ginobili going out now, a great thing that's happened. And I was a bit perplexed by that because now they're 0-3. They're playing no defense. They're having trouble scoring. But it's going to give a guy like Roger Mason, a new player, a chance to blossom in that new system. But Popovich says he loves it. He knows he's going to have a healthy Manu Ginobili for the playoffs. And he did say, we'll be fine for the playoffs. There's certainly no worry that they're not going to make the NBA playoffs.
Deng knocks down the long two.
Iverson in Detroit, though. Guy that needs the ball in his hands a lot. You lose Chauncey Billups, the leader.
Is it Iverson with Hamilton? Is it Stuckey with Iverson? How do you see the backcourt playing out?
Well, I think they're going to go with Iverson-Hamilton to start.
Long LeBron with LeBron. You know, the outside shot he's knocked down tonight.
He's certainly not the defender that Chauncey Billups was, and when you get broken down by point guards in this league, it kills your defense as Rose gets a little out of control.
West to LeBron. Starting to get away from the Bulls here early in the second half. Gooden trying to back down. Ben Wallace, who blocks it, keeps it alive. Sefolosha comes up with it. The shot clock did not reset. Deng in time, but misses the J. LeBron. Wide open Ilgauskas. That's what maybe LeBron could have taken.
Yeah, you got yourself about an 8-footer in the lane.
Rose, he'll line up another three. Deng showing all of his flexibility, staying in bounds. Sefolosha runs it down. Rose on the drive, slithers in and lays it in with a left hand. Nicely done.
Well, that was kind of the Euro two-step. The player gets in there, takes the jump stop with two, and then makes a slow, long stride to be able to finish with the left hand. Nice move.
He's got a lot of different tools in the shed, doesn't he?
I like it.
He can get it done a number of different ways.
I don't want to see him settling for that three-point shot, though. Let's get that ball into the hoop and be aggressive.
West misses the open jumper. Rebound Gooden. Tyrus Thomas, a starter for the Bulls, but again, not much of a factor here tonight in the first or the third quarters. Here's Deng coming off a screen, off the glass and good, and L.Deng has found his game tonight.
That was a heck of a finish. Looked like he lost the ball going up, still able to gather and get it over Ilgauskas.
Deng joining D.Rose in double figures for the Bulls, who are now down 11. LeBron posting. Here comes the help. Baseline. Too strong.
How about this one here? Great drop off by West, and I think the ankle's just fine. Early twist there in the first quarter.
Worked it out with some dance moves in the second quarter. Cephalosha. Well, a good set play. They got a good look, but now the shots aren't falling for the Bulls. Mo Williams probing for the Cavs. He was thinking about lofting that up for Ilgauskas and then changed it in the middle.
I think he did.
Yeah, and floated it in.
That little shot put.
Yep. Deng for three. Got it. L.Deng now with 14.
Again, you're living by this jump shot. One pass in, three-point shot. Yes, it went in, but you're not going to live very long by doing this. At some point, you've got to get that ball inside.
Haven't seen Aaron Gray, a guy we talked about tonight on the interior. Rose, coast to coast, and will go to the line.
Cavaliers foul on number 4, Ben Wallace. His first personal, 13th foul on the quarter.
That's how I'm going to play if I'm the Bulls. I'm getting this thing up and down the floor. Rose, excellent in the open floor. That was great ball handling there. Draws the foul on Wallace. I just think this is an up-tempo team. When you don't have a post presence, you're playing against an excellent defensive team. You've got to get out in transition and get as many easy baskets as you possibly can.
Rose, a Chicago native, so a huge celebration when they won the lottery and they were able to pick him first overall in the draft.
Now, stick out this move by the Rook. See that long step there that he used? Cleared some space from Ilgauskas and was able to finish with the left hand. This guy knows how to play. At such a young age, 1 year of college, come out. He's got a real good feel for the game.
And he's got a lot of different gears too. He can slow down, he can speed it up and get by you. The Cleveland lead is back down to 9. Daniel Gibson in off the bench for the Cavs. Taking over for Mo Williams. Delonte West. Rebound Wallace. Open look Zerbiak. Rose wanted the ball. Deng sends it the other way. Deng on Zerbiak. L.Deng has found the range here in the second half. 9 points in the quarter. All of a sudden, it's down to 7. And Mike Brown is going to take a timeout.
A great sign for the Chicago Bulls. L.Deng shooting 32% coming into this game. A welcome sight. Luell knocking down some Jays.
You are my enemy. You think you are superior. We are smarter and defending our homeland. You have no idea how fiercely we will defend it. You are my enemy, and if I am going to die, I will take you with me.
Call of Duty: World at War. Rated M for mature.
My new computer started out fast, really fast, but now it's only kind of fast.
Hold on, let me check my email. It's not loading. Let me try this again.
If your PC doesn't run like it's supposed to, if your internet connection is unreliable, even on a so-called fast connection, even if your brand new computer isn't as fast as it ought to be, you might not have any real problem at all. FinallyFast.com free performance test will immediately diagnose any hidden problems and show you how to get more speed on any computer. Plus, FinallyFast.com provides you the software you need to get your computer up to peak performance by getting rid of all the nasty junk files, spyware, adware, and registry errors that make even the best computers freeze and crash. Find out why Ascentive has been featured in Newsweek, Forbes, and the Wall Street Journal. You could save hundreds, even thousands of dollars by taking the Finally Fast performance test first.
I'm booted up. What's that URL I should look at? FinallyFast.com. Hey, my computer's fast. Finally. FinallyFast.com.
This copyrighted telecast of the NBA may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used without the written consent of the NBA. Log on to NBA.com immediately following the game for live press conferences and video highlights.
Well, LeBron James and the Cavs have seen a double-digit lead cut down to 7. L.Deng is heated up here in the second half of the Bulls. So look at the NBA calendar. Tomorrow night, it's the Sixers and the Magic from Orlando at 8 Eastern, followed by Houston and Portland at 10:30. ESPN Friday has a doubleheader. Miami at San Antonio, then Dallas at Denver. Chauncey Billups should be in the lineup for the Nuggets. And Saturday night at 8 Eastern, it is the Heat and the New Orleans Hornets beginning at 7:30. So a big week of action as always coming up in the NBA. We mentioned it. L.Deng heating up Monday night in the loss at Orlando. 0 for 8, 1 point. Now tonight he's got 9 points this quarter, 16 on the night, and when he's on, he makes the Bulls look like a different team.
Well, absolutely. We talked about him earlier. I thought this was a guy that was on the cusp of becoming an all-star player. He's got size. He can post up. He can shoot the ball. He can put the ball on the floor. He's a good defender. And I think he's just still trying to find his way with this young Chicago team, as are the rest of these players. Brand new system, new rookie point guard. It's going to take some time, but I really like a lot of the pieces that the Chicago Bulls have.
Right now, Rose and Heinrich in the backcourt. And we have a defensive 3-second violation. First violation, that'll be a warning. Gooden. And Zerbiak, excuse me, will go to the line for the Cavs.
Well, it's about defining roles. And everybody's a role player. I always wonder why people say, he's just a role player. LeBron James is a role player. His role just happens to be a heck of a lot bigger than anybody else's. But for the Chicago team, I mean, that's what they have to find. Tyrese Thomas, your role is not to shoot 18-foot jump shots. Your role is to play defense, be a factor on the defensive end, rebound. Each guy on the Chicago Bull team has got to find out what their role is. And I think they could become an excellent team. As Delonte West, who's been on fire of late, knocks down another one. He's got 14.
And that's the 4th assist of the night for LeBron James. The lead back into double figures for the Cavs. Deng lost the handle. Wallace comes up with a loose ball. Gibson feeds LeBron on the run. And he is tied up by Kurt Heinrich. That shot almost went in.
Can't stop that, man. Could not stop it when he makes a beeline to the basket. It's all she wrote. And what is Heinrich supposed to do here except wrap him up just like that? You can't. You know, you can guess one way or the other and try to take a charge, but he's got such a great ability and such great agility to not run you over. There's just nothing you can do.
Heinrich mugged it, and the shot almost went in.
He's got some pipes.
Looking like a young John Barry out there.
Yes, yes.
Not those guys. That's looking like a young John Barry.
I wish I was that famous.
Ben Gordon back in. So here's the small lineup again. Rose, Heinrich, and Gordon all in the game for Chicago. You talked about how they got to get up and down the floor with this lineup especially, right?
Oh, they absolutely should. Deng at the 4, but now on the other end, you're going to see LeBron James being guarded by Kirk Heinrich. First half, Cleveland noticed it, went right down into the post of LeBron. Let's see if they do it on their next possession.
Meanwhile, LeBron tonight, JB, 10 of 11 from the line. Gooden driving on Zerbiak. Gooden stay with the Bulls, 12 on the shot clock.
Go to the line. He should lead the league in free throw attempts. There's no reason why he should not lead the league in free throw attempts. If he plays this aggressive, gets into the paint like he's done tonight, we just might see him doing that.
Gooden with 3 to shoot. Turnaround jumper, in and out. Rebound, LeBron. Getting inside again, left-handed scoop.
It's just too easy. Well, that's against a half-court set, 2 dribbles, and he's laying the ball up with his left hand.
And all of a sudden, that 7-point lead, there it is. As you can see, an 8-0 run in barely a minute to get it back up to a 15-point lead for the Cavs. Heinrich in a mismatch, can't shake Wallace. Ben Gordon long on the 3.
Too many possessions like that. One guy handling, trying to make a move, can't make it.
Yeah.
Dump it out. Long 3-point shot is LeBron.
Whoa!
I don't believe he was looking at the hoop.
Rose lost it, got it back, and was fouled. LeBron James putting on a show here tonight.
Oh, my goodness. Another great shake on Gooden. Draws a little contact, and he is not looking at the basket as he puts a little masse on that.
28 on the night for LeBron, and many of them in spectacular fashion, and almost all of his production coming in the paint, right around the rim.
Minnesota Fats would have been proud of that matchup.
A little English?
A little English in that one.
So how good can they be? Can this team, they got to the finals 2 years ago, can this team be better than that team?
This team is leaps and bounds better than that team. Already, in my opinion. When I got here today, I didn't realize how much I like this team. And now I'm seeing Delonte West, who doesn't have to be the primary ball handler throughout the game. He's a natural 2. Mo Williams with the ability to be a scorer when LeBron James off the floor. Gibson, a big-time shooter. Zerbiak. Ben Wallace, your tough, rebounding defensive guy. Varejao off your bench. Gauskas. I mean, no more excuses that they haven't put enough of talent around LeBron James, because they have.
Heinrich misses the jumper. Another rebound for Gooden, and he'll knock it down. So the Cavaliers in the conversation with the Celtics and the Pistons. Is it a big 3 atop the Eastern Conference?
That's the top 3.
Yep.
And I think clearly away from the Orlandos and the Torontos and the Phillies. I think those 3 have separated themselves as the 3 best teams in the Eastern Conference for sure. And it's probably been like that for the last 3 or 4 years.
In what looks like an improved Eastern Conference, hard to say, so early in the season, and the West was so dominant a year ago. Left hand LeBron. Bulls in transition, and Gordon is fouled by West.
The Cleveland Cavaliers in complete control. And no surprise, it's been all about LeBron James. 28 points already. Being aggressive, knocks down his first jump shot of the game because it's been all in the paint on the break in the half-court sets. Left hand, right hand. LeBron doesn't even have to look, and he can finish.
The NBA season is here. You can get all the action and excitement with NBA League Pass. This is your complete season pass. Order now and get the best games, countless moments, and lasting memories for only $189. See the top stars and your favorite teams wherever you live all season long. And watch games online with NBA League Pass broadband, which is included with your subscription. Get NBA League Pass now for just $189. To order, call now.
Nothing transforms any room of the house quite like a fathead.
Yeah!
Go to fathead.com and enter the code at the bottom of the screen for your chance to win a free fathead.
T-I-C. Shaq tested 29 points.
How did you get so many Qs?
Don't worry about it. My turn again. S. What do you know? Shaqtus.
ESPN, your NBA destination for games Wednesdays and Fridays, plus in-depth analysis all week.
Cat footwear, fast cars, tough boots.
There
BMW didn't make it home. But they did. Winner of a 5-star crash test rating and a top safety pick award. What makes BMW an unrivaled value? Find out at bmworegon.com.
The studio for SportsCenter in-game Raptors and Suns, and it was all about Amari Stoudemire. Amari scored 49 points, 15 of 15 from the line, 49, one shy of his career high. Suns jumped all over the Pacers. Take a look at the shot chart. Basically, he was like in a layup line. 17 of 21 from the field for Amari as he got his 49 points. Now, Carmelo Anthony says he wants to score 44 points tonight in Game 2 of our doubleheader. He wants to do it to honor Barack Obama, elected the 44th president, so you got to keep an eye out for that. Our Game 2 doubleheader, Melo looking for 44, guys.
Well, you wouldn't put it past him. Taking on Golden State in the second game of the doubleheader. Thanks to
that is a good choice.
That's,
to play against the Warriors.
If he was playing against Boston, he might not say that.
No. Take 44 points in a half as a team.
Well, LeBron's having an Amari Stoudemire kind of night, or maybe Amari's having a LeBron kind of night. Ben Gordon at the line for the Bulls. Aaron Gray has checked in for the first time now for Chicago. Varejao is back for Cleveland. LeBron with a game-high 28. He has been aggressive. He has gotten into the paint, gotten to the rim. He's knocked down his free throws, 10 out of 11. Rolled his ankle late in the first quarter, missed 5 minutes. Otherwise, he has been easily the dominant force tonight, doing things like that.
You know, I don't know what Chicago's waiting for to go get the ball out of this guy's hands. You have him coming off a pick and roll. You have to jump him, and that means double team. Get it out of his hands. Once he gets started coming at you, you're done. I mean, Aaron Gray there is backing up. You can't back up. You have to go meet him outside the lane, cut off his driving lane to the basket, make him go towards half court, and then get off. You can't sit back and wait for a guy like LeBron James. He'll kill you.
And you talked about the free throw shooting. The last 2 games, it's been terrific. Do you think there's a correlation between he's shooting free throws better, so he's more willing to go inside and get fouled and get to the line?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Had great success against Dallas. 13 of 15. Tonight he's doing the same. 12 of 13. No question. If something's going good, go to it.
He's had a smile on his face most of the night. 3-guard lineup again for the Bulls. So LeBron is guarding Heinrich. James had the rebound, and it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Aaron Gray and the rest of the Bulls are going to argue. Now the officials will confer, and they'll change the call and give it to Chicago.
And you did a lot of Aaron Gray's games with Pitt. Did you not?
Yeah, a big guy who's lost some weight, become a little more agile. The hands have improved, but Heinrich off the glass. It's a block, so he'll go to the line. Gibson called for the foul.
Well, I think Aaron Gray might be a guy that this team is going to need, just so you can dump it down in the post and hopefully create a double team at some point, or just to quit the jump shooting. That's all they do. It's jump shot after jump shot.
Let's get a little bit more on the big center from Pittsburgh. Here's Rick Bucher.
Well, Negro told me he didn't just lose a little bit of weight. He lost 30 pounds since last season. And the challenge for him now is to learn how to play at that lighter weight. He's so used to being able to hold his spot that now, 30 down, it's actually a little more of a struggle for him to get the kind of position that he wants. But Del Negro thinks he's here to stay because of his ability to use his hands and some of that deftness that you talked about, Dan.
7 foot, 270 pounds, so down from 300 a year ago in the league. As LeBron turns it over, actually getting smaller. There aren't as many big prototypical 7-foot centers in the league as there used to be. Ben Gordon gets a good look at a 3. Here come the Bulls.
Got it to 9.
And LeBron bringing the ball up court, smiling all the way. It's a 10-2 run for Chicago. Minute and a half to go here in the third. You can see what LeBron did to the Bulls last year, although Chicago won 3 of the 4 matchups. LeBron having that kind of a night again here tonight. The 3. Gray the rebound. Here comes Derrick Rose looking to push, looking to go the distance. LeBron the rebound. Rose hustling back, bothering LeBron. Didn't bother him enough. And LeBron engaging Rose a little bit, or just talking out loud to somebody after that lay-in. That was just brute strength right there from LeBron James.
And to be able to be going full speed and gather, it's incredible to watch is Gordon. Well, you know what he's out there for, Dan?
Yep.
He's going to get him up. One of the better three-point shooters we have in this league. And looky here, we got ourselves an 8-point game. Chicago hanging in.
4 threes tonight for Ben Gordon, coming off the bench again this year for the Bulls. Berajau, reverse, assist LeBron. Gordon with the floater. Kept alive by Gray, but over the backboard, so back over to the Cavs for what they hope will be the final possession of the third quarter. The shot clock turned off.
D.Rose had an opportunity to go 2 for 1 there. They had the ball with 36 seconds. Well, that's going to come in time.
Right.
Go ahead. If you get it, try to catch a seam, get to the basket quick. If you can, great, take it. You're going to get another possession. But now it's going to be Cleveland for the last. Foul to give.
Deng with the foul on LeBron.
L.Deng. His first personal. Team's first in the final 2 minutes.
First in the last 2 minutes here of the quarter. Non-shooting foul. Noah comes into the game and out for the Bulls.
When you talk about guarding a guy like LeBron, or non-shooters for that matter, you say cushion him and be off 4 or 5 feet. But in actuality, that hurts you because now he gets momentum. If you're going to guard him, you've got to get up on him and force him one way or the other. Do not play off of him.
Zerbiak in time, got it. LeBron James with another assist. His 6th of the game. And the Cavs finished the third quarter in style.
It's men among boys out here, Dan. LeBron James just having his way, doing anything he wants. A little left-hand pass, finding the shooter, Wally Zerbiak in the corner. And the Cavaliers take a commanding 12-point lead going into the fourth.
Good morning, Marquette. You hear about this Dwayne Wade recruit? He's got academic problems. He's not even going to play, this guy.
So there's Miami with a monumental waste of a draft pick.
Kidding me, he's injured again. The guy's a bleeder. I hope you saved the receipt, man.
Yeah, well, of course he got a gold in China. Let's not forget what else he's got. A bum shoulder, weak knees, a glass jaw, more injuries than he's got joints. What do you think, Miami? Phone lines are open.
Living notoriously well with Jose Cuervo makes splitting the check easy. 1, set the rules.
Everybody clear? If she picks your card, you pay for the entire bill.
2, adjust the odds.
Steve.
Another Cuervo black and color.
Make it 2.
3, know where the exits are.
Steve.
Enjoy and live notoriously well, responsibly.
Millions of Americans have made Hydroxycut the #1 selling weight loss supplement.
I'm Charlene from California, and I lost 55 pounds fast with Hydroxycut.
Subjects using the patented primary ingredients in Hydroxycut lost an average of up to 4.5 times the weight than with diet and exercise alone.
I'm Eric from New Jersey, and I lost 52 pounds fast.
I'm Stephanie from Wisconsin, and I lost 31 pounds so fast with Hydroxycut.
Get Hydroxycut today and new Hydroxycut drink mix packets at stores everywhere.
It's the Havoc Heli Laser Battle Set from Airhogs. You can pilot the award-winning Havoc Heli or Alien Stinger in an aerial laser battle. When you fire Havoc Heli's infrared laser system, it temporarily scrambles the enemy's controls, sending them into a wild tailspin. The heli's durable design keeps the battle alive. And the dual rotor technology allows you to maneuver sharp turns and climb up to 50 feet. It's the ultimate aerial laser battle. You'll get the original Havoc Heli, the new Laser Stinger, and 2 precision controller chargers. You'll also get the flight training DVD, flight manual, and adjustment kit. You'll also get an e-charger, the plane that flies over 100 yards. All for 3 payments of $29.95 plus shipping and handling. Here's how you can order.
You can call 1-800-747-0986 to order your Havoc Heli Laser Battle Set for 3 payments of $29.95 for a total of $89.85 plus $12.99 shipping and handling. You must be 18 or older to order. You can call 1-800-747-0986.
Monday.
harbinger of the Monday morning meeting. This is a meeting about meetings. It summarizes last week's meetings and discusses the meetings on the radar for the upcoming week. It's when the boss tells his duck joke.
It's a duck.
So you go, because you need the brownie points too. But with Monday comes Monday Night Football on ESPN, where Singletary's 49ers take on Warner and the Cardinals. So just remember, they're not the boss of you, at least not on Monday nights.
32 points from LeBron James, and you've held them to 40% shooting, and yet you haven't been quite able to put them away. What else has to happen?
You know what? We're having costly turnovers at opportune times for them. We go on a run. We think we're going to put them away right away, and then we do something a little overzealous where we turn the ball over and then right back in the game. So it's a scrappy team. We just got to keep grinding it out.
LeBron has been very aggressive going to the cup. Anything said beforehand, or is that something that he just decided to do tonight?
No, you know what? He's just getting his legs underneath him. He didn't play a lot in the preseason. First couple of games, a little awkward. We're trying to get a feel for one another, and he's just doing what he does best, which is get to that cup.
Thanks, Mike. Good luck.
Well, in spite of the ankle injury, which doesn't appear to be a problem anymore, he has gotten to the cup. He has scored 32 points. He has ripped down 7 rebounds. He has dished off 6 assists. And he takes a well-deserved seat on the bench as we begin quarter number 4.
Defensive 3 seconds. Technical foul.
3 seconds on the Cavs. So LeBron, who missed 5 minutes in the first half because of the ankle problem, played the entire third quarter. So he's gotten some big minutes tonight. 31 of the 36 minutes so far. Gordon to the line. 3-guard look again for the Bulls. And this is the best offensive lineup you would imagine that they can put out there. Rose, Gordon, and Heinrich all being in the game together. We've also got Nocioni out there. Gooden could be out there. Instead, it's Noah. But this is kind of a, to get the tempo sped up, comeback lineup right now for the Chicago Bulls.
Well, I think that's the best chance. If Gordon gets a free lane to the basket. Cleveland going into a zone there for some odd reason. Gordon exploits it. You know, you always talk about looking at the stat sheet and what's going to stand out to you. How about Ben Wallace? In his last 2 games, he's got 23 rebounds and no points. 10 rebounds tonight, 5 offensive. Getting his team extra possessions.
Creating points for others.
Yeah, always goes unnoticed.
Ilgauskas keeps it alive. He got clubbed down there, but managed to get it out to Zerbiak. Big man, just a blue-collar guy. Gibson gets the same look he just had, and this time leaves it short. Bulls in transition. Rose doesn't get it to go. Boy, he cradles the ball beautifully. He knows he's going to get hit, but he cradles it so you can't rip it away. And then he gets it up on the rim.
Yeah, he's done that 3 or 4 times tonight. He sees a seam here. He takes it strong, avoids the charge. And there's your little cradle, but not able to finish that one. And I know he's mad at himself. Felt like he should have. Well, you know, if it wasn't for Deng and Gordon and Rose, Cleveland have about, Chicago would have about 20 points right now, because these 3 guys are doing everything. Heinrich really struggling. Nothing from Noah offensively. Nocioni struggling.
Those 3 have,
Thomas, nothing.
Those 3 have 57 points between them. Don't miss NBA League Pass broadband free preview now through November 11th. Watch live NBA games on your computer. Start the season with a free preview. For more details, visit NBA.com. Zerbiak with a size advantage on Heinrich. This is the mismatch because of the 3-guard lineup, and Zerbiak's going to the line.
Fouls on the Bulls, number 12 for Heinrich. His 3rd personal.
Number 3 on Heinrich.
Well, Cleveland's gone right at Kirk Heinrich every time they've gone to this small lineup, whether it be LeBron James or Wally Zerbiak. They have made a concerted effort to go right after Kirk Heinrich and put him right down in the box.
Yeah, and he's the best perimeter defender for the Bulls, so whenever they go small, he's the guy who's going to have to guard a LeBron or a Zerbiak or whoever the number 3 guy, the 3-man is for the opposing team.
Well, that's what makes it difficult to give a team a steady diet of a small lineup. If you're going to exploit you down there, that time he fouls Wally.
Rebound Noah.
Still just an 8-point game, Dan, this team. Thank you, Ryan.
Gordon out of control. Cleveland ball.
Gordon just trying to get a foul there on Daniel Gibson. Did a nice job getting out of the way. And Ben just a little bit out of control. They stay out there and shoot those threes, Ben. He's been having great success with that tonight. 4 of 7.
Good things have happened for the Bulls when Derrick Rose has been the guy trying to create things. And he may not be a guy who's going to pile up huge assist totals, although he's got 7 tonight. His last 3 games, he only had 5 total, because he will look to score as well.
Well, when you see how the Bulls shoot, don't blame
right.
him.
You're right there. That's an excellent point. L.James.
L.Deng obviously getting off to a slow start this season. But struggling with the jump shot. Certainly not Derrick Rose's fault.
Noah inside. Bergeron knocks it away and a foul.
And he took one right in the face. Bergeron's bye.
Bulls star number 13, Joakim Noah, his 3rd personal, 17th foul of the quarter.
Back of the foot of Bergeron, right into the face of Noah, but he's all right. And it looks like Vinny Del Negro going to make a change. Noah will come out and Gooden will come in. And now this, if you had to handpick 5 guys for the Bulls to give you the best offensive lineup, this might be it. You might have Deng in for Nocioni, given the way that Deng has shot the ball a whole lot better tonight. But if they're going to make a comeback, this might be the group. This is the group that engineered the comeback against Orlando on a Monday night that fell just short. Well, now
right
here
back
comes
to
Deng to the scores table.
Right back to Zerbiak in the post.
Heinrich playing some good defense. Ilgauskas is open. Look at Rose skying, kept it alive. Nocioni comes up with it. Rose pushing, driving. Nobody around the rim for the rebound. Pretty good effort there by Derrick Rose.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Take it to the rim.
Mo Williams using the screen. Ilgauskas had it. And then off the hands of Nocioni, out of bounds.
Well, I'll say this, the Chicago Bulls are playing hard. We used to say when you couldn't make a shot, you're playing hard, but you're killing us.
The NBA on ESPN continues Friday night with a doubleheader at 8 Eastern. It's Dwayne Wade and the Heat taking on the San Antonio Spurs, the Mavericks, and the Nuggets coming your way at 10:30 Eastern. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern with the Kia NBA shoot-around.
Dan, we talked about the Detroit side of that Iverson trade. How about Denver? I think they get better. And it'd be nice if they could keep McDyess to have him coming off your bench. But Chauncey Billups, I think the leader that team needs that they haven't had in many years.
Mo Williams with a jumper. McDyess going to take the 30 days, take the buyout for 30 days, and head back to Detroit. Pull a Brent Barry.
I'm not a big fan of that either.
Even though brother Brent did it?
I told him I wasn't a fan of that last year.
Drew Gooden with a jumper.
I mean, come on. You make a trade, and the guy knows he's going to come back. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Deng, by the way, checked into the game for the Bulls, not for Nocioni. He checked in for Derrick Rose, so the rookie is on the bench right now. Mo Williams a miss, rebound Gooden. 10-point deficit for Chicago, just over 8.5 to go here in the 4th. Heinrich at the point now for Chicago. The pull-up jumper, a little short.
I'm not so sure that's the shot that Vinny Del Negro is looking for. I mean, this is no passes in the offense. 19-foot raise-up jump shot from Kirk Heinrich.
Heinrich has yet to make a field goal tonight. His only points have come from the line. Ilgauskas spins into the double team and draws the foul, which takes us to a timeout. A distraught Vinny Del Negro is looking at a 10-point deficit in the 4th quarter.
ESPN's presentation of NBA Wednesday, brought to you by Xbox 360.
Rated M for mature.
Cleveland up 10 on Chicago. Vinny Del Negro with his thoughts for his team in a recent timeout.
Swing the ball. Make those big guys move side to side and attack them and pass. Attack them and pass.
Well, it's very simple. Drive and kick. That's the way they played under Scat Skiles. This time a nice pick and
career in a Cavaliers uniform. And that's now 14 points and 10 rebounds as LeBron continues to enjoy a rest on the Cleveland bench. He did not come out to start the fourth quarter.
Well, I love seeing Ilgauskas at 15 field goal attempts. I would give him 15 looks every single night. Try to establish him in the low post and stick with it. A lot of times they'll do it early and they'll go away from it. Tonight he's got 15 looks. He's going to be a double-double guy for you. 7'3", good shooting touch. Get him the basketball.
Heinrich. Not there tonight for Kurt Heinrich. He is now 0 for 5 from the field and has just 2 points on the night. Rose continues to sit. Heinrich and Gordon in the backcourt for the Bulls. Derrick Rose, meanwhile, has 20 points and 7 assists tonight for the Chicago Bulls. So he's done his share of the heavy lifting, but so far it hasn't been enough.
No, he's looked good. He's been in control. Yeah. Knocked down a couple jump shots. But again, there's just really no offensive continuity for the Chicago Bulls team.
Air ball by Ilgauskas, and he is frustrated. Does not normally show a lot of emotion on the court, but he's upset with himself after that one.
Did somebody open a door upstairs?
Chicago heads home after this, JD, for a 5-game homestand as Ben Gordon knocks it in. Then they are heading west. They've got a 7-game road trip, the first 6 of which are out west. That's awfully tough for a young team, still getting to know each other, new point guard, new coach, here in the month of November.
I used to always think that making a tough road trip early in the year was better than late. You know, maybe you catch some teams that are just like you and they're not ready.
Pushing the ball. Gordon, the floater, off the glass, count it.
Foul on the Cavaliers, number 1, Daniel Gibson. His 4th personal.
Does Vinnie Johnson come to mind when you watch Ben Gordon? I mean, really, a similar build, undersized 2-guard, but boy, can this guy fill it up. He's able to finish that. Maybe an Andrew Toney from the Philadelphia 76ers.
Now, UConn fans will remember a Big East tournament a few years ago when Emeka Okafor was hurt, and Ben Gordon just took over. I mean, it was his show, it was his ball, it was his team. He just took over.
I thought you were going to say Khalid Al-Amin.
That post Al-Amin. No, not Khalid Al-Amin.
No, that's John Bagley.
Yes, that's exactly right. But Ben Gordon, whether he's here,
if this is the guy that has to go, Dan, I can't imagine that there's not a lot of people that are knocking down the door. And to get this guy.
Yeah. He'll get a big deal and score a lot of points for somebody beyond this season, whether it's the Bulls or somewhere else. Berejau, whoops, blew out a tire. Wallace with 1 on the shot clock with an air ball.
We're not going to send that to how to play NBA half-court basketball 101. That was about as bad as a possession that you might ever see.
And meanwhile, every time you think this game feels over, look at it. 7-point game.
Well, Ben Gordon's got it going. Here we go.
Gordon just shook Delonte West right out of his shoes, but missed the jumper.
You know, I love scores like that. He didn't bat an eye. He just ran back the other way. I know I'll get another chance. Knock it down, but he's
down the floor.
Kept these guys in it, that's for sure.
LeBron back into the game for the Cavs. The extra pass to Mo Williams in the corner. Battle for the rebound. And it will stay with Cleveland. A timeout on the floor. The Bulls trying to make a furious comeback here in the fourth quarter. Cleveland leading by 7.
What's really fun is to give people heartburn at night. They're all, I'm going to party. Surprise, sister. No, you're not.
Frequent heartburn used to ruin my evenings, so I tried Prilosec OTC. It works all day and all night, so now heartburn won't keep coming back. Prilosec OTC works to block heartburn before it begins for 24 hours with 1 pill a day. Try Prilosec OTC, the round-the-clock heartburn blocker.
2 losers.
They want us to give you 30 days in jail, but instead you have to log 150 hours of community service.
2 loners.
Danny, your kid's name is Augie Farks.
Wonderful.
And this is Ronnie.
I want to take my pants off.
What? This Friday,
Open the door!
being a good role model is harder than it looks.
Damn it, Ronnie! What? Because I'm black, you think I did it?
I will hit a child. Role models. Rated R. Hellboy 2 on DVD. Now stay down. Only November 11th.
I'll go medium, please.
Medium rare.
Medium well.
Oh, I'm going triple.
Taco Bell's new triple steak burrito. Steak, and more grilled marinated steak. There's steak night, then there's triple steak night.
20 of people would say P stands for Phoenix, but not Jimmy Johnson. With just 2 races left in his pursuit of racing's ultimate prize, he knows there's another P that is even more profound. For Jimmy, pure and simple, P stands for pressure. Now, with Carl Edwards pushing his way into the picture, Jimmy will need more than patience to prevail and earn his place in history. The chase continues at Phoenix, Sunday at 3 Eastern on ABC.
Coming up in just a few moments from Oracle Arena in Oakland, the Nuggets taking on the Warriors. And one of the real feel-good stories of the early part of the season, DeMarcus Nelson, starting point guard for the Warriors with his video scouting report, Dan Schulman. That's the way they do it now in the millennium. Actually do. Former Duke Blue Devil, undrafted, but getting a chance to play and start at the point of Monte Ellis out. Of course, for about 3 months. Meanwhile, LeBron James and the Cavs are hanging on to a 7-point lead, 90-83. Chicago's gotten back into it. Time now to take a look at tonight's Converse wake-up call. We'll talk a little bit about the second game, although Chauncey Billups is not going to be in the lineup for the Nuggets as they take on the Warriors tonight. The big trade, Allen Iverson going to Detroit. Does this make Denver a better team?
I think it does. This is a guy that's going to be a leader on and off the floor. He's not concerned about scoring. It's about winning. He's won a championship. I think that's what the Denver Nuggets have lacked in the last 3 or 4 years in particular, and I think they're still one of the most talented teams in the league.
Are they a playoff team out west?
No.
No. So they're one of the most talented teams in the league, but they're not going to be one of the top 8 in the Western Conference. That's how good the West is.
Yeah.
Or
I'm on the Portland wagon.
Are you?
I think it's going to come down to them in Portland for that 8th spot.
Boy, it'd be nice to see Greg Oden get healthy and see what he could do. D.Rose back in the game, lost the handle. Mo Williams missed the jumper. Rebound, no Sione. Somehow, some way, Chicago keeps getting opportunities to narrow this gap. Good in over Varejao. And again, not the shot Vinny Del Negro wants it. Del Negro furious. I mean, demonstrative. Angry on the Chicago bench after that shot.
Drew Gooden isolation. One-on-one. Now, he gets that ball from Ben Gordon. Get it back to him. This is a guy that's got you back in this game. Get him the basketball as LeBron turns it over again.
And then the Cavs get it back.
Great hustle. Mo Williams.
Here it comes. Wow. Wow.
Again, we talked about the ability at full speed to have the agility to avoid a charge. Now look at this jab step into the lane, back out to the other side, gets the contact, gets the finish. The freight train is out here tonight. I mean, this guy, what do? There's nothing to do. You're at his total mercy when this guy is on the run in the open court.
13 out of 14 from the line. A spectacular all-round performance tonight by LeBron James And the lead is back to 10. Boy, Chicago had the ball, down 7. Bad shot, then a turnover, then the freight train.
You didn't like this shot, Dan?
Vinny Del Negro didn't like it either. That's not a celebratory fist bump.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
At T. Rowe Price, successful investing is about balancing risk and reward intelligently. For each 3, 5, and 10-year period, over 75% of our mutual funds beat their Lipper average. Finding the right opportunity. Low-cost mutual funds from T. Rowe Price. Invest with confidence. Request a complete prospectus or profile with investment objectives, risks, fees, expenses, and other information to read and consider carefully before investing. Rated T for teen.
All units, advance on enemy position.
Copy that. Alpha's moving.
Units 2 and 3, move the tanks to flanking positions. Open fire. They're Tango, take out those tanks!
Roger, choppers are on the way.
Launch kinetic strike.
Tom Clancy's Cold War. Your voice is the ultimate weapon. The #1 comedy in America has critics raving. The funniest movie of 2008. It's hysterical. Sweet, funny, and sexy.
Yes!
A great date movie.
Wow! That's really impressive.
Zack and Miri, rated R.
After their shocking upset win, Texas Tech looks to take the next step in their run at a championship. Saturday Night Football on ABC. Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, or Cal USC. Saturday at 8 Eastern. College football lives here.
Well, a guy who played a little football back in the day, an all-state wide receiver in high school one year, LeBron James. And we've got some football coming your way on ABC Saturday night. #2 Texas Tech hosting #9 Oklahoma State. Others will see Cal at USC. Saturday Night Football presented by Southwest Airlines on ABC. 8 Eastern. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. How'd you like to be a defensive back or a safety having to run down the field?
No, thank you. We don't want to plug the hole with him coming through it.
Well, maybe in the offseason he could line up for the Browns a little bit. D.Rose and the Bulls were down 7 with the ball. Gooden with an air ball. Back at the other end after a scrum for a loose ball. LeBron James picks it up, rumbles down the court, lays it in, draws the foul, makes the free throw, and it's back to 10.
Well, you credit Mo Williams on that hustle play to keep that ball alive that LeBron James picked up. Mo Williams diving on the floor for the loose ball created that three-point play for LeBron, and that might be the dagger for this Bulls team. Although 4:44 with Ben Gordon on fire, plenty of time to get back in this game.
LeBron James came into the game tonight averaging 22 points per game in the first 4 games of the season. He's got 35 tonight. He averaged almost 36 points per game in his 4 games against the Bulls last year. Rose, tough shot. Not D.Rose's game right there to take a spinning 22-footer.
Again, just staying out on the perimeter, nobody driving towards the basket. Credit Cleveland's defense, but you've got to get by your man, break him down, make someone help, kick it out to your open shooters. And that's how Chicago is going to be able to score, because there's nobody that can post up.
D.Rose made his first 4 shots tonight. He's 3 of his last 12. LeBron has been the scorer, the facilitator, the rebounder. Wallace, Delonte West would have counted. Rebound LeBron. Under 4 minutes to go here in the 4th. Cleveland with the ball and a 10-point lead. Well, Mo Williams is giving orders.
Well, come here, LeBron.
Taken.
That created the switch there with Rose on James.
Spins, hangs, and hits. Ridiculous.
It is. I'd hate to see him play Chicago every night.
He's going to play him again Saturday night in Chicago.
Get ready.
L.Deng for 3. Quick missed jumpers all night long for the Bulls.
With one pass in. L.Deng not really a three-point shooter. Jimmy's going to have to go to the drawing board on this offense. So they're going to have to find a way.
The tip back up and in. Oh, and maybe the ankle again. Second time tonight. LeBron James has come up a little bit lame. He rolled the left ankle in the first half. It looks like he might have aggravated it right here.
You can get him out of the game right now if you're Mike Brown. I'm sure he says, I'm good, let me stay. And a lot of times when you do turn an ankle in a game, you'll be okay for that night. You know, you're loose, you're warm. It might bother you a little bit, but you wake up in tomorrow morning, and that thing's going to be really sore.
Cavs don't play tomorrow. They're home to Indiana on Friday, and a timeout taken by the Cavs.
Timeout, Cavaliers. 20-second timeout.
20-second timeout. Well, we mentioned how LeBron just had his way with the Bulls last year. Although the Cavs lost 3 of the 4 games, I mean, he was huge in all 4 games, and just as huge, if not even bigger, here tonight. 39 points, plus the rebounding, plus the assists, getting to the free throw line. Just a monster night.
Plus, he's got guys around him now that I think compliment him. Mo Williams, a guy that can create his own, take a little pressure off LeBron. He doesn't have to make every single play, although tonight he seemed to be the guy in the middle of everything. I just love the way this team is constructed. I think Danny Perry's done an unbelievable job. This team is so much better than the finals team 2 years ago. I really think they could be dangerous, because when you have a guy like LeBron and you're in a 7-game series, we've seen him do it time and time again. Now you add other pieces, and this team is together. They play great defense. They're going to be a team to be reckoned with.
It was a 7-point lead for Cleveland. Since then, LeBron James has scored 7 consecutive points to double that lead up to 14 with 3:01 to go. As the Cavs try to get over 500, they are 2-2, as are the Bulls that are in play tonight. Coming up next here on ESPN and ESPN HD, the Nuggets and Warriors. The second half of our NBA ESPN doubleheader, with the tip coming up about 10 minutes from now at 10:39 Eastern Time. Mark Jones, Mark Jackson, and Lisa Salters on the call for game number 2 from Oakland. Deng knocks down the free throw. Let's go to Rick Bucher for an update.
LeBron James knows I've been hovering all over him as a result of that tweaked left ankle early on, and he looked up and he said, I'm good, Rick. I'm good. It's okay. They were actually working out a cramp in his left thigh that may be associated with the ankle, but it was not the ankle that was tweaked again.
Rick, you're bothering somebody?
Nobody can hover like Rick Bucher.
Hover, not bother. Hover. Hover? You're not listening.
One man's hover is another man's bother, Rick. Baseline driving layup, Mo Williams. There's that second score, that help that you're talking about that LeBron has.
Yeah, you know, Mo hasn't had a great night. He's got 13 points, but he's a guy that can relieve a lot of pressure over LeBron James. And why LeBron is still out on the floor with 2.5 to go, I'm not quite sure.
Ben Wallace with rebound number 14. So now 0 points and 27 rebounds for Wallace in his last 2 games. Ron looking all right, looking pretty spry out there on a 39-point binge here tonight. Nocioni can't get the 3 off. Stolen by LeBron, racked up by Nocioni.
Looks like he's going to get his 40.
And that smile has been on display all night long. 4th steal of the night for LeBron James.
Well, I think he's smiling about this team. I think he feels really good about this team. He's very comfortable. And as for Chicago, they have got to find a way to come together and figure out how they complement one another, because offensively they seem very lost. I know L.Deng knocked some shots down tonight. They have been struggling mightily coming in, but Kirk Heinrich was out of sorts tonight. You got nothing out of Nocioni. Ben Gordon was terrific. Drew Gooden struggled. Tyrus Thomas, nothing. These guys have too much to bring to a team to get nothing out of them. And they have to find a way to come together, trust one another, and find out what is best for the Chicago Bulls to win games.
20-second timeout for the Bulls. LeBron James now with 41 as we send it back. Well, we're going to keep it here. We'll stay with the game right here. A 16-point lead now for the Cavaliers. 41 on the night for LeBron. The NBA high on the young season. And looking like a 90% free throw shooter up there at the line. He is 15 out of 16 from the line here tonight. Well, here's how we started the night, revisiting the LeBron James look Saturday night. Coming in looking like Danny from Greece, his post-Halloween outfit.
T-Bird. Where's Olivia Newton-John? Well, we talked about LeBron James and what he was going to do, getting into the paint, being aggressive. Well, pretty good tonight. 5 catches in the post, in the paint for 8 points. Dribble drives 19 times. He dribbled that basketball into the paint, accounted for 25, and he got an offensive rebound to put that back. But terrific, 35 of his 41 coming as a result of being in the paint, being aggressive, and taking it right to the Chicago Bulls defense.
I mean, you've been here. You have watched him play in person countless times. Is this the most aggressive you have seen him over the course of 48 minutes?
By far. By far taking the ball into the paint. And he settled for 3-point shots. He settled for jump shots. He didn't settle but maybe 2 or 3 times tonight, and that's okay. He's going to take some jumpers, but as far as aggressiveness, getting to the paint, putting the pressure on Cleveland, he was sensational tonight.
LeBron's night has come to an end as he goes out. J.J. Hickson, a rookie out of North Carolina State, has checked in.
As for
Sasha Pavlovich is in as well.
As for the Greece costume, we'll work on it.
The jury's out on that one?
Yeah.
Yep. Nuggets and Warriors coming up. The tip is about 5 minutes away here on ESPN. Kind of a forgotten guy in Sasha Pavlovich, huh, for the Cavs.
Yeah. Well, they like the West Williams starting lineup, and then you bring Gibson off and Wally Zerbiak. So it looks like Coach Mike Brown is pretty set on that 8-man rotation as of this point in the season.
Williams, nice feed. Hickson inside. Strong finish by the rookie.
I think they really like J.J. Hickson. ACC guy, NC State.
Only 1 year down at NC State. 19th overall pick. Not playing much, but making his presence felt when he's in there.
Yeah, good look by Mo Williams. Gone Aaron Gray, or Nocioni rather. And Hickson able to finish.
Now Mike Brown will empty the bench as Lorenzen Wright comes into the game. And Terrence Kinsey as well. A good night by all the support players. Varejao and Wallace and West. Everybody did their job tonight for the Cavs.
So this is a solid 8-man rotation. As good as anybody, certainly in the Eastern Conference.
Gordon for 3.
Wow.
And Ben Gordon now with 31 points off the bench for the Bulls.
Maybe they should keep him.
And he can light it up like few in the NBA can. But
how good. You love having a guy come off your bench with this instant offense. Delonte West continues to impress, right? He's had a terrific game, 16 points now. Always under control.
Nocioni. Cephalosha. And the rebound to Kinsey. Into the final minute here in Cleveland, and the Cavs with a 14-point lead are going to go to 3-2. The Bulls will drop to 2-3 on the season. They will meet again Saturday night in Chicago.
You think LeBron has that circle?
41 tonight for LeBron. Lorenzen Wright does not get the bounce, and we get a loose ball foul going against Hickson.
He can circle basically every night.
If he plays every night the way he played tonight, he can circle the next 77 games.
Well, that's going to be the question, Dan. Is he going to stay this aggressive and put the pressure on the defense and get into the paint on a nightly basis? And
the penalty for the Bulls, number 5.
shoot free throws. Don't be afraid of going to the free throw line. I don't think there's any reason why he should not be #1 in the league shooting free throws.
Well, he's now gone to the line 31 times in his last 2 games, and he's made 28 of them.
Well, that's terrific.
Yep.
16 attempts a night. You like your chances with that. I mean, literally only took 4 jump shots on the whole evening.
Made one of them, right?
He made a couple jumpers.
Yep.
Still has yet to make a 3-pointer in this young season. 0 for 13.
But 41 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. Hickson from West. So the Bulls made a couple of comeback attempts, got it down to 7, got it down to 5. Never could get closer than that, and the Cavs will win it going away. 107-93. As they go to 3-2 on the season, the Bulls drop to 2-3. A huge night for LeBron James with a game high and an NBA season high of 41. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. The Cavs 107, the Bulls 93. We're going to send it out to Oracle Arena in Oakland right now. Mark Jones, Mark Jackson, Lisa Salters, the Nuggets and the Warriors.
All right, thanks a lot, Dan. And tonight, a battle between 2 of the highest scoring teams in the NBA a season ago. The Warriors were #1. The Nuggets finishing the
Milwaukee, nothing against Milwaukee. It was just what we were. We were where we were. You know, we was great offensively, and you know, this team, Mike Brown preaches defense. I'm already good on offense. I mean, all you got to do is buy into the system, and you know, the emphasis on it day in and day out. You can't help but, you know, have that in you. You know, it's the same thing when I played in Utah with Jerry Sloan. The same thing. You know, you are what you are. You are what you work to be, and we work to be a good defensive team. And when you want to win, oh yeah, you'll do it.
LeBron 13 of 23 from the floor, 11 of 16 inside the lane. So far this season, that's been the only spot on the floor he's been effective. Shooting 68% this year from the lane, 25% on his jump shots, and he has not made a 3 yet. 0 for 13. All right, since being taken first overall in 03, here's how LeBron has done against each subsequent #1 overall pick in their first meeting. 28 points when he faced the 04 top